What's up?
We're off. Yep.
This is day 2 of us furiously playing D&D every single day.
Hell yeah, brother.
Let's see how long we can last before we go clinically insane. Who would like to recap last time?
We met Ray's foster family. Water Genasi and Half-Orc. Dien and Senar Jor. Sabriel got to have nice dinner, spend the night, behaved himself.
How dare.
Yep, how dare.
Behaved himself.
Yeah. There was an interesting note that the kitchen is kind of made for 4 people. They didn't have to pull out an extra chair for him, but that's a question for another time. Ray has been in that foster home for about 2 years, and still has some boxes and things from previous home. Meanwhile, Mercury showed up at Saren's room with leftovers and Tupperware. Because, unfortunately, Mercury now knows where Saren lives. It's not unfortunate, Saren just thinks so.
But it is possibly a mistake.
Mercury's a chaos gremlin and is determined to have Saren as a friend.
Yep. Saren did not predict the knock knock, I brought things, let me in. The next morning, we got some doggy go sleep treats, just so that we don't have to fight all of the dogs.
Did not be mistaken for the doggy go night-night treats.
I think it was doggy go bye-bye treats.
Yeah, doggy go
It was
bye-bye.
bye-bye or night-night. We did night-night. We got them in there through Mercury doing a little bit of shape-shifting into another dog. Blue Smoke did find it, did recognize them, did not catch on that the dog was not a dog but a druid, and got 4 dogs that had eaten the treats before he found them into the stable to sleep them off. 1 dog was left. We rushed. Blue Smoke surrendered right away. Just wanted the dogs to be okay. But as we're going through the house for evidence, hard drives, etc., finding secret rooms, in the trunk of the car, Blue Smoke starts giving off, well, blue smoke and lightning, and open it up, and his only remaining limb is just a stump, and there is this bearded devil coalescing above him, as he mutters in some language that Roddy, who was on guard, didn't understand, and I don't think any of us knew either, probably. We ended up killing the devil. There was an argument. People had to cool down a bit. We managed to keep him alive, got him and the evidence turned in. Got some stuff figured out there. Got our paydays. Ray can keep the magic longsword, if she registers it. The Gold Dragonborn interviewer, Roderick Glimmerscale, gave us a follow-up mission if we're interested. There's some sort of weird proliferation of these Anubis statues, one of which we found in Blue Scale's home, that seems to have a lot of ties to fiends in various ways, though it's not a 100% matchup. However, it is something that has been noticed. It is something that is questionable. Pretty much we are on watch. Small payments for information leading to discovering these things and trouble that might be about them. And essentially we could be on call if something big comes up and we're in the area and stuff. Ray recognized the Anubis shape, saw one on a keychain of someone called Toby. So there might be a lead early. Depends on Ray. Sabriel got his wallet back, brought in by one of the knights. And Saren went ahead and asked early for a next job, and starting tomorrow, we got a week-long investigation into this magic shop that's accused of abusing workers, with the keyword being subtle. It's almost a secret shopper sort of thing. the others can help. That'll be interesting. But for the time being, we went to a little doggy cafe diner to eat something. And it's Friday, so I think Merc had something that she really wanted us to do. It's Friday in-game. I just realized it's Friday out-of-game as well, so that might have been misunderstood.
I don't know what time it is on in-game.
Well, I assume it'll be just at the end of the puppy meal, where we left off. You guys are well fed, walking out of the store, quite pleased with how things went.
Like 4 or 5 p.m. or?
Yeah, roughly. Depending how. Actually, how long would you guys have spent with the dogs? I assume the max amount of time.
Probably.
Yeah.
Depends.
Okay, closer to 6 then.
How do you spell subtlety?
Subtlety. No, ety, not ety.
You gotta say that a little slower.
Subtlety.
Wasn't sure if that was a joke or something for a second.
No, I was being legitimately serious.
This mission statement can't stop me because I can't read.
Fuck no.
Alright, so you guys walk out of the puppy cafe,
Doggo
covered in
diner.
fur. Yeah, doggo diner, yeah. And very full. As you guys all kind of default to the vehicles.
Oh, there's a jazz band on the side of the road.
Small band, called Moondrop, currently. So free to go as you wish.
So everyone kind of like looks to everyone as they're walking out. So, where's everyone intending on going now?
Home, I guess?
Home?
Yeah. Do you need a place to sleep again tonight, Cybriel?
He thinks for a sec. I could probably make way on my own. Have money for a cab or anything.
You can crash at mine if you want.
Oh right, I owed you a stay, didn't I?
Yeah, sick. Wait, what day is it?
I believe it's Friday.
Alright,
13th.
Fair enough.
So, Friday, I think the 13th, actually.
uh,
I don't think I'm after the right now, but it is.
Quite a suiting date for how today's gone.
I gotta ask then, are you alright with horror movies? Scary movies, that kind of stuff. Thrillers.
Why do you ask?
Well, it's Friday and, it's movie night. You're all invited, actually. That's why I was texting, I cleared it with my friends. They want to see, people I'm kind of hanging out with. So, yeah, you're all welcome if you'd like to. If not, that's okay. But, yeah.
Well, Courage is, commentary during the film.
A lot. We don't shut up. Honestly.
Also then, I like saying how badly written they are.
Yeah. Oh no, we're not watching any good ones. Are you kidding me?
That's even better. Welcome.
We're watching the Shriek series, I think.
Is that the one with the white mask?
No, it's red.
Oh.
I don't really like horror movies. I'll pass.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, you can always stop by for a little bit. You don't got to stay for movies. If you want.
I should probably make it easier on everybody. And just
Oh.
not.
Make it easier on everybody. Why? We're
How are you making
I
it
mean-
harder?
Being driven out there and... Well, however far it is.
Come on, please. It's not that far from here. How do you think I got back to your place so fast?
You drive like
Yeah.
you're running out of hell.
You know your place is only like 10 minutes away from mine, yeah?
At what speeds?
Legal?
Insight.
Insight!
9.
15.
Legal. She's being honest.
The immediate suspicion. You guys have been trained well on Saturday.
Legal. Legal speed. 5 minutes if it's not. But I'm assuming you meant legal. I wouldn't mind driving you back. If you really don't want to, that's fine. But you don't have to stay for the movie. You don't gotta be alone.
I just don't really see the point in, I guess, going to a movie night if not for the movie.
Well, that's not just it all. You talk and you hang out with people and you eat gross food and you drink. And
Seven, a word real quick, just for a second. And he kind of like gestures to just slightly away from the group.
Okay. She kind of sidles sideways.
Look, just give it a try, maybe. If you'd like, I'm probably not going to be staying around for the movie either, and I can get you a really nice excuse as why you need to go.
I don't really
Won't
need
be-
an excuse, but
There won't be trouble, there won't be issues, it won't be like you're being rude or anything, I'll make sure of it. And I'm getting a cab, you can come along with me if you'd like to.
alright, fine. I'll go.
Thank you. And he walks back. Oh, it seems we're heading the same way anyways, so we might be able to stop by for a little bit.
really?
Maybe not for the full film experience, but
Oh, you don't like scary movies.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Insight.
Absolutely insight. Of course, he's
Out of here!
Mercury doesn't get certain social cues. You have to understand this. They're not all scary. I think the Shriek series is all like satire. That's the word. Horror comedy, that kind of stuff. Basically making fun of horror movies, like what we're gonna do.
She can extremely insult the movies and the acting.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
So is it the jump scares or the gore that gets you?
I
If I'm looking at Sabriel.
Savril's not looking at you.
mean,
If you're not scared of them, I mean, there's other reasons to dislike them.
Oh, you talking to me? Sorry. He shrugs. I mean, they're very, they're made to make money.
Everything is, to be fair.
I know, but there's a balance to be struck, and I don't think there's as much passion there. I mean, after the Exciser number 13, that's kind of run a bit dry, don't you think?
yeah, those are the best ones because you get to make fun of them.
Do you have them on disc or do you download them from sources?
If you don't like the scary, like the jumping bits, I can let you know whenever they come up. I've got a lot of them memorized.
He shrugs. I might at a point. I might have to take you up on the staying another day, but I do want to also check in on a friend or two in the evening, about the job. So, for sake of time being there, I would not be able to all the way. But again, a visit, a meeting of the wonderful storm that is the people you spend time with.
Yeah, actually, about that, I contacted a friend of mine. He's gonna go through the archives, so in the next couple of days, maybe we'll actually have a lot of old information about the cult history and the
Archives
basics.
as in
Pardon?
archives as in what exactly?
Below the university. Alright, Conrad, what's the local university called? Do you have a name for it?
No, it's your university. Unless you want me to pick one, I can do it.
Oh fuck.
Mac Apprentice?
shit. Huh?
Like Mac Apprentice?
Mac Apprentice University. No, Hawkins University. We're gonna call it that. The local
Write down my
university. Huh?
Just please hold while I write that in my note.
Hawkins University. Hawkins University. It's just outside.
Ah.
It's right in the center of the city. It's where I go to school.
Okay. And he has access to everything.
Yeah, we both do. We've been working there for years.
Oh, you were? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I work in
haven't-
the archives.
Okay, you haven't made us privy to that knowledge.
It never really came up.
And he shrugs. Oh, no difference now, but good to know.
Yeah, so I messaged him. He said he'll go through everything that he can. We've pretty got that place memorized like the back of our hands at that point. We're one of the only caretakers, I guess, on staff. He lives there pretty much all the time. I have to drag him up from now and again because it's not healthy. At least that's what therapy has taught me. But regardless, we should have a lot of old background information pretty soon.
Here's hoping. Shall we be off then?
Yes!
Or okay, I guess we can go right away.
Do you want to message Roddy? I know he went to the bar pretty quick.
Shoot him a text.
I'll give you the address, and she'll just kind of list off the address.
I think we can talk to him over the he kind of like taps the side of his head.
Yeah, just let him know to give me a ping before he comes up. The buzzer's broken. It's
All
been
right,
broken for 5 years, but it's still fucking broken.
I feel like you just don't have a buzzer at that point.
My landlord won't let me fix it.
Hmm.
Because last time Uranus tried to fix something, he blew up the elevator.
If the landlord's ever
Certainly, that
around
seems
locally, let me know.
Yeah, actually. There are some vacancies if you're looking for a place.
Oh, I just was more wondering if I could convince him to let you have a doorbell.
Oh. Good luck.
So Sabriel has a look of like, are you challenging me in your eyes, in his eyes?
Mercury's being completely honest. Her landlord's an interesting fellow.
Is he single?
Yet? Twice divorced, I think?
I'll see what I can do.
I don't know. I lost track of the second wedding.
Oh, anyways, should I call a cab then? I don't
yeah.
think all of us can fit on your bike, unfortunately.
No, only one other person. Sorry. Last time I tried to fit more than one person, they fell off. And Venus has never forgiven me.
I'm your Venus. I'm your rodeo.
More like
So-
I'm a road rash.
Sabriel makes a call over to a cab service, cab
pulls up.
company.
Pulls up in a couple minutes, no problem at all. You all pile in. Thankfully, it's a big enough one, clean enough. You get the address, you head over there. I just mark off 2 gold pieces.
All right. Each or just one person?
Just one person.
All right, I'll do it then. What's the name of the cab service? What's the spell? That's the floating disc.
Tensor's
Teleportation.
floating disc.
Yeah, so it should be like Tensor's like pickup service.
Taxis.
Tensor's taxis.
Tensor's taxis.
Tensor's taxis is pretty good.
Tensor's floating taxis.
Nah, they don't float.
Tabaxis.
Mm.
Oh, that would
Not
be
in this
so
city, at
cool.
least. I'm sorry.
Is it owned by a tabaxi?
Fuck it. Why not?
Let it be owned by a tabaxi.
Tensor's taxis owned by a tabaxi.
Yes.
Okay, no, hold on. Because in that case, I kind of want to go to Tasha's taxis.
Sasha's tabaxi taxis, do it.
But I'll go with Tensor's for now.
There is a tabaxi mascot on it with giving a thumbs up and a wink.
Yes.
Glorious.
Little cartoony
University.
thing.
It's
Got
like
the
yellow and
snaggle
white
too.
with the race, yellow and black with the like stripes.
Yep.
Right. We hop in the cab, or at least I guess Sabriel and Mary do.
Does Saren ride with Mercury?
Yeah.
That's assumed. If otherwise, feel free though.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
So as you guys zoom down at assumedly a legal pace, um, to not get too ahead of the taxi. You guys,
As they're
uh,
going,
go for it.
Sarah might just look over to Ray. I think I saw you talking with Saren just a bit ago. After the spat.
Oh, yeah. Why?
Just anything I should know?
Not really.
Alright.
She doesn't talk much, but she said stuff and didn't really involve you, so it was just frustration.
She seemed less than pleased with me, so that's all.
I think it was just a moment. People get ahead of their emotions a lot when tensions become suddenly high. It's not great.
I've I've been keenly aware of that, but not quite. Haven't got it in the face as much like I did today.
Because people think you're pretty.
Shrug. It's. I mean, with the whole group.
True. Well, it's only been a couple days, so I suppose we're gonna get more upfront emotion from everyone else and have to deal with it. But I don't think people should be so out of control of their emotions. They should just really not be so overreactive.
And you pride yourself in doing that?
Yep. It takes a certain type of maturity.
You better change that music.
I already swapped it.
What was
I was
the
like,
music?
sorry, could you switch the radio?
The driver kind of
Jesus.
like sighs and just, all right.
Thank you very much.
People should be more in control of their emotions. They shouldn't burst out at other people. It hurts feelings.
I feel like those two statements are not necessarily one and the same,
Well, people
at
just
least
stop being,
personally.
well, if people just stop being out of control of their emotions, they would stop other people from getting out of control of emotions as well. It's very simple.
I don't. People are rarely that simple, at least in my experience.
If you look at them theoretically, they're actually very simple to grasp.
They don't work quite like computer programs, unfortunately.
They can.
They
Think
can
of-
appear to.
Oh, they can.
Hmm.
Or she gives like a slight look and then starts glancing out the window.
Okay. Conversation for another time then. Usually on the ride.
Whatever you say.
I assume we arrive.
All right.
Check a message.
Okay. I was trying to make it easier.
Oh, I know.
I was trying to help you.
If you would like to describe the building you walk up to.
It's an older looking building. It's well, you did drive by Saren's motel, and Mercury wasn't lying. At a legal speed, it is about 10 minutes away. Mercury is maintaining a legal speed more to pride out of this point. It's in the more older district of town. The buildings are a bit more run down. Some of the shops have boards in the windows, but still are flashing an opening sign. It's a bit rough around the edges, but there's a beauty to it. There's vines climbing up certain buildings and stuff like that. Dandelions in the sidewalk cracks. The kind of older aesthetic. The building that you guys pull up to, Mercury kind of sort of almost leads you guys out back around the main entrance, which if you look through the two glass doors, you can see a row of mailboxes on the inside. It's an old brown brick building, ivy crawling up the sides, and it's peaceful. There are some balconies that have Christmas lights. There are some balconies that have children's toys, and one on the very, very almost top floor is just fucking full of plants. Like hanging plants, vine plants, You might, if you strain your eyes, see like red tomatoes, but you can't be exactly sure. But Mercury takes you around the back. She parks her motorbike, pats it on the head, and kind of leads you guys towards the back door.
So you kind of reach the door, yank on the handle, twist, push the door in, pull it back out, it opens up. As it is prone to having issues if you do otherwise.
Yeah. She uses her key on the second door on the inside.
That one opens up much easier. It's less use, it seems like. As you guys walk into the apartment, obviously Mercury stepping in first. You open the door. Immediately, there's just like a flurry of like the "Hey!" as you guys
Hi.
hear probably 3 voices, and immediately Venus is by your side. Just big bear hug, grabs you. You guys watch as a rather tall Asmar just walks up, like lifts Mercury by the hips, spins her around in a circle, and places her back down, and looks at you guys and goes, "Well, hello. Who are you?"
Hi
These are
there.
my friends. I told you I'd introduce them. Everybody, this is Venus.
Venus smiles if you'd like to describe them for me.
All right. Sorry, one sec. Let me get to the note. So Venus is incredibly pretty. About 5'11", approximately like 185 pounds, around the same age as Mercury. They go by they, them. Mercury would have kind of just stated alongside their name. Her makeup is on fucking point, might I add. Asimar, dark skin and hair. Her hair's worn up in braids with almost these kind of shimmering gold clips on the inside. She's got gold piercings in her ears. They're not real, but the color is pretty. She's wearing earthy tones, most likely brown shorts and like a baggy green top. Very bright green eyes. Just incredibly pretty.
And they kind of reach out to shake each of your hands. It's almost like an appraising look on each of you. Kind of like say, "Hello, Venus, and your name is," as they kind of walk first up to Saren.
Saren.
"Nice to meet you. I take it you're the quiet one that was mentioned."
Just look over at Mercury. Am I the
What?
quiet one?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
then yeah.
cool. She likes Sailor Faye.
Okay, so you at least have taste then.
She got
I wanted
good
to-
taste.
I want to target you about that now. Maybe come back. She moves on to just Ray and kind of goes like, "Hello. You're the 21-year-old," as she winks to you.
Right, just like gives just the nonchalant just nod. Yeah.
Alright, good to know. I'll make sure I make your drink special then. Walk up to Sabriel as well and put it to the hand like, "Hello, nice to meet you."
Sabriel
I think-
returns the appraising glance.
Yeah, but it says, "I take it you're the flirty one."
I can say the same to you.
Reputation
She's
precede each other.
There's almost a smile in your direction, Saren, and says, "Well, in that case, I'll take a hug instead of a handshake for you."
Sorry, was that to Sabriel?
Yes.
Alright. Absolutely.
Get a nice gentle hug just around the shoulders. It says, "Well, come in, let's meet the rest of them." And oh, tall, dark, and broody isn't around? Okay, good to know. Kinda-
Working the bar.
He's not yet. He'll be here soon, though, I think, whenever he comes by.
We'll see.
Well, he was alerted. We can see.
But as you guys are let in, there's people, 3 people sitting on the couch. A Triton, nope, not Triton, sorry. A Tiefling.
Close.
I hate the fucking name you picked for that one. God, guy.
I know, I'm so sorry.
It's very confusing. Sorry, so a Tiefling, rather squat.
I changed it if that helps.
Oh, good, so I'll have to change that after.
You're welcome.
A half-orc, kind of sprawled across the couch. Almost like asleep, it seems like. And a Erginasi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Erginasi, seemingly deep in some kind of novel. If you want to describe each of them further, you can, but we can do that as well.
Yeah, up to you guys.
For the time being, though, it is a tiefling with one horn much shorter than the other, with it has like a jagged point. A tired-looking half-orc, and a air genasi wearing goggles and nose deep in a book. So they each kind of wave at you as you walk in. The tiefling steps up to each of you and kind of nods and says, "Name's Mars. Nice to meet you all." Looks up down at each of you and says, "Who wants food?"
Yes.
Good. He runs into the room, and you hear the sound of an oven clicking on as something begins to be created. It doesn't smell nearly as good Sabriel array as the dinner you had last night, but it is passable. Probably
We
some
did
kind of
just get back from a diner of note, so maybe not too much. Still appreciated though.
Yeah,
in that case,
we're
I'll keep it to
both
snacks. Don't
hungry.
worry.
I am always hungry. Feed me, my short friend.
It's your ingredients, sure thing. By the way, you know where my lasagna went? Bastard.
I'll make another one. It's not like I'm going to just not make it.
Yeah. So you say until you get caught up in some project and forget about it.
It was good lasagna.
I do at least appreciated it.
Saren is
Mhm.
looking directly at Mercury.
Mercury just kind of raises a finger to her lips. Just
We're doing a quick sweep of the room, looking for any like exit routes and seeing if there's any, surveillance stuff set up.
Give me an advantage investigation check.
Oh my lord!
Good lord. To be fair, not difficult. There's two windows. You guys are only on the second floor. You could probably make it out there if needed. There's a back entrance like you came in, as well as a front door that leads down a set of stairs. You're not sure if the code at the bottom. If the door closes. It's without a code at the bottom.
Is there a fire escape, or is it just drop?
The fire escape is pretty much the way you guys came up.
yeah, there
It's
is.
just a back exit.
Yeah, there's a balcony, and you notice that it's pretty much covered in plants.
So that is one also possible way. There's also 4 separate rooms you can go through. Hey, Roddy's back. Right, we'll get to you in a second, Roddy. But yeah, a lot of exits. No major electronics in the place outside of an oven, refrigerator, obviously, and a large TV setup. Nice TV, actually.
Yep, she just takes that as a quick personal note. Thank you.
Mercury's kind of staring at you for a second, looks towards Uranus, and just, watch your hand, eh? She'll steal it.
Uranus kind of pokes his head into the book. Says, sorry, who? Which one? Why?
I don't know. She liked my arm. I don't think she thinks I got a leg, though.
How updated is technology?
His is weird. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Or you can use hack tools if you'd rather.
Oh fuck! I would have.
Just what's the difference in the bonus? +3?
+4.
+4? Alright, so an 18. It's not a hand so much as it is a device. It has like a number of implements down like the outer edge of the hand. So where like the ring fingered pinky would be, it's little tools used to pick up and measure things. Like a stir stick on one. He's got like 8 fingers worth of tools. But the primary 3 fingers of pointer, middle, and thumb are natural fingers, seemingly in good repair, but no like fake skin. It's just like these like metal clamping pieces.
Just gonna cock your head and just go. Did you make that yourself, or do you have a guy?
Sort of. I made like the little pieces. He gestures towards like the little instruments. But the fingers were base model. Just bought it.
Pass me that name. Thank you very much. I won't take it. Don't you worry. It's too customized.
Oh, just from the construct farm. Looking at this guy, as we could take a second look a bit closer. Blue skin, white hair, silver soldar, all up down the body. Like I said, the prosthetic right hand.
Mhm.
Tall, like tall and like unbelievably lanky.
Ray, instead of like monotone, is looking way more inquisitive. Just sort of giving everyone that up and down sweep.
Kind of just looks around like waiting for the next mention of him, and if nothing is brought up, he goes back into his book and keep reading it.
Mercury?
Looking at the title, it's just some kind of textbook.
Mercury, is everyone named after planets here?
Uh-huh.
There's just a chorus of yes from everyone in the room.
Yeah.
Just takes a deep breath in and nods.
We're the Galaxy Initiative.
Deeper breath in.
there's like a whoop from Venus, and a tired sigh from Mars. You're pretty sure at this point, that name, Jupiter has fallen asleep on the couch.
See,
That's right.
sleep. Hey, Mars. Hey, Mars. She's like nudging him.
From the kitchen. He's just like, what?
And she's gonna go over to the kitchen and just start to bother him pretty much.
Yep. He is sufficiently bothered. In the meantime, you guys are free to move about the apartment as you wish. You get a text really quick there from Mercury from Roddy. Saying he's outside, that the door buzzer is not working.
Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go let Roddy in. The third door down the hall there is mine and Venus's. If you'd like to look in, you're more than welcome to. Stay out of her sight. Don't fuck with her makeup. She'll kill you. And Mercury's gonna go downstairs and let Roddy in.
There is a certain nod from Venus in response. Venus will kind of plop down next to you, Ray, and say, like, so, do you have any prosthetics?
Won't you guess?
Make like once more that similar appraising glance, and say, I'm gonna say no, but you've had a bone replaced.
Good guess towards you. Since that's your answer, that can be your thought.
Oh, mysterious type. All right.
Gross.
Hey, are you not trying to be mysterious right now?
I'm trying to be myself.
So mysterious.
I'm naturally mysterious. That's what I'm giving off, and that's what you're
Yes.
assuming.
Yeah, therefore the mysterious type.
Deep breath again.
Or at the very least, the evasive type, dear.
There we go.
Sabre walks by, naturally cagey.
He's tried. It's been 2 days.
It's nothing. Usually takes a week to get most of you guys to crack.
Only a week?
Yeah, to most. I have my ways. But you're too young, don't worry.
Oh, I can keep moving more than a week.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
You concern me,
Their
Sabriel.
attention is just not on you, Sabriel. They seem very laser focused whenever they shift their.
If you're going to sit between sit between me and flirt, I'd rather move.
Oh, I just wanted to see if I can get the read on you first. Don't worry, I'll leave you alone in a second.
No.
But I do have to ask. Any food restrictions?
Kiwis.
Kiwis? As in you prefer or don't like?
Allergic to them.
Allergic to kiwis?
Is that a derogatory thing?
What kind of terrible existence is no kiwis?
I don't know. I've never had one.
you just got like a big smile from this. Seems like a very slight gap tooth in the front, but huge canines. Says, "Okay, I'll leave you alone now." She just
Thank you.
taps you gently on the shoulder and kind of sidles over to Saren and says, "So I know you said you're quiet. I'll bother you too much, but I do have to ask. Is that a sword? Where's the blade?
It's a sword hilt.
Very useful in a fight. Or are you one of the pacifists?"
Just looks at her.
Sabriel
Saren
snirks.
has, like, 3 different other weapons on her right now.
Yep. You can tell they're just playing with you right now.
Yep.
Says,
It's.
"Oh, I like that image where you use a sword hilt for all your battles because you refuse to hurt someone too badly." Interesting.
Not the case.
Magic then?
Yeah.
What kind?
Very bright.
Right. Is that a flame blade?
Not exactly.
Oh. That would seem so interesting though. You ever seen someone use one?
Have I?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mercury
right.
someone.
I forgot about that.
It wasn't very useful. It summoned it.
Yeah. Briefly.
Okay, now I have to ask. What else have you watched?
Like,
Lately?
like what? Hold
Like,
on.
what else have you watched?
Wha-
Animes, movies.
Oh,
What's your style?
I thought.
Desperado Rocksteady.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
I'm not great at coming up with the anime names on the fly. She'll mention what was mentioned before. Dang it. What did we call the Full Metal Alchemist one?
What was it? Partial Steel Sisterhood? Something like that?
Pressure Steel Druid.
No, it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, it was something Steel Chemist.
Quarter Steel.
Quarter Steel Chemist.
Chemist.
That's what it was.
It wasn't that, but that sounds better than what it was, so let's
Okay.
go with it.
I'm gonna have to make a list of these somehow.
True Steel Chemist.
I want
That's
to
the
do
original.
a list.
That's
I
what
want
it
to do a
was.
list. I'm
True Steel
very
Chemist.
good.
True Steel
I'm very good
Chemist.
at making up fake brands and TV
We
shows.
can assume that Quarter Steel Chemist and True Steel Chemist are two like sister series.
That's the Brotherhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Both Quarter Steel Chemist and then the True Steel version
Oh, okay.
came out
You've
afterwards.
watched both?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask. Roy Chevrolet. And,
Ray Chevrolet. Ray.
sorry,
Hey.
Ray Chevrolet.
Hey,
Um,
we can keep one name the same. That's fine. I can't speak now.
And the
Okay.
Corporal.
And
The
what?
cutest, right? And the Corporal.
I mean, it was kind of written on the wall. I don't.
Well, yes,
see
but they're
what
so
the-
sweet. They're so protective of each other.
Yeah. They were kind of that.
I gotta say though, I wasn't a fan of the whole twist with the tattoo on the bottom of her foot.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Please put it on the shoulder or something.
Right? Or on the back. Like, why the foot? It can be so hard to read. Also, feet grow.
The foot fetish thing was a really weird thing to throw into the show, but hey, we got a
That
plot
is
twist.
not what
Right.
Saren. That was not
As you
Saren's
come up and mentioned that with like
word.
Roddy until
That
they both
was-
give me this glare.
I was
What?
saying that, not Saren. I
What?
was saying, please put it on the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
This is Roddy.
Howdy.
Oh, tall, dark, and angry. Okay, nice to meet you.
Roddy, this is Venus. The one sleeping is Jupiter. The pots in the kitchen is Mars. And the one in the book is Uranus.
Do I know you? I look over Mars.
No.
Do you go to the Chimera Den? Like, ever?
Probably not.
The answer to that is actually yes.
I could have sworn Am I mixing names? I think I am.
You are mixing names.
God damn it.
Mars is the sports geek.
Oh, I thought he was talking Venus. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, in that case. Mars runs from the kitchen like, oh yeah, hey Roddy.
Hey. You're the whiskey sour guy, yeah?
Yeah, you recovered from that, recent stabbing?
Yeah,
Alright, good
I
to know.
guess so.
Oh, glad to hear it. By now, he brings out this, like, massive, just, like, almost like pot of popcorn. Seemingly with some kind of, like, spice on it. Sits it down, like, on the coffee table.
You feck? Did you use all my feckin' popcorn?
I did not, but I did use all your loose kernels.
I can't go grocery shopping.
Well, you just got paid, didn't you?
Yeah, I did actually.
Well, then don't complain. You ate my lasagna. Yeah.
Eh.
Alright,
Well,
everyone sit down. Roddy, nice to see you. Everyone, hello. He walks over to, your, Jupiter. Nope. Yes? Yeah,
Yes.
Jupiter. And just, like, kicks him in the shins. He, like, snorts awake and goes, hi, nice to meet you guys. I am Jupiter.
You fell asleep again.
Yes, I did.
Did you take a night shift?
And the day shift.
Moron.
That's what they got energy drinks for.
Oh, that's not how that works.
Everyone like cringes at that.
Just look, he kind of stands up, and again, this person is huge. Mercury, except for Mars, is the shortest person here. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Mars is 5'6". Mercury is 5'10". Venus is 5'11".
Jupiter is
Uranus-
6'10".
Jupiter is 6'10". Uranus is 6'5". And yeah, that's all that
He
they're
is-
there right now.
He doesn't have that like same lankiness though. He's pretty solidly built and just massive.
He is stocky.
Because for the record, I work as a doctor. In training, but a doctor. So yeah, I took 2 shifts because I had some patients, so I wanted to make sure they did well in the morning. And it means I could have tonight off, so I can watch a movie with you folks. So don't complain.
That's his garden. Mercury points very excitedly to the balcony.
They're doing alright. It rained a couple days ago. It says, any plant lovers here?
Really, what's your medical specialization?
Again, in training, but I tend to assist surgeries. Got a surprisingly steady hand.
All right, noted.
Actually, that reminds me. You guys don't happen to have rubbing alcohol in here, do you? Somewhere?
In the bathroom.
Immediately, he nods and says, I've got some on hand, actually, if you need.
If it's in the bathroom, that's okay.
What do you need it for?
Just do.
Here, I'll show you. Come with me.
And follows.
The moment you both are in the bathroom, Mercury closes the door. So, what do you need it for?
Yeah, jumps. And he'll just kind of slide his shirt to the side, and there's the slash from the Devil's Glaive.
Sabriel! Why didn't you tell us? Jesus. Give me a minute. Sit on the toilet, yeah?
I just
Just hush. She pretty much presses her hands to your side. While cleaning the wound, she'll cast that. Just, why would you not tell us?
I could have done it myself too. It's just
Sometimes it's alright to get taken care of.
I want to make sure everyone else was okay first after that whole ordeal, and I need to keep a bit of magic for myself anyways. That's it. Okay.
I'll tell you something I got. You can't help anyone if you're dead.
I don't intend to be dead. I take. He kind of like looks away for a second. I take precautions.
You can't help anybody if you're hurting either. That goes for the head and the heart and the body. Do you need some change into? Did you get blood on your clothes? Or
No, I'm. Look at me. Clothes seem fine.
I have hoodies. If you want a hoodie, that might be a bit more comfortable with bandages.
And he walks over. What kind of like? Is there a bathtub with a curtain or anything?
Yeah.
Lilted, but yeah.
Yeah, he just walks behind it and then walks back out, and he's in a different outfit.
Oh, all right. Actually, I gotta go into my room for a second. Do you want to see my room? I gotta get something different. The jacket's nice, but it's kind of heavy.
I mean, sure.
All right. And
See what little nest you built.
Mercury will lead Sabriel room.
And just as they're walking, also, I know you said I'm not allowed to touch the makeup. Can I look at it?
You can look at it, yeah, but if one thing's out of place, Venus will know.
Right.
So I will leave from down the hallway.
When you walk in, you see the room is very much split in half. It is the bigger room out of all of the rooms in the apartment.
There's a line down the center.
Almost, pretty much. In terms of like color and clutter and organization, Venus's side is more messy. Funny enough, Mercury's is very organized, meticulous. There are bookshelves lining pretty much every segment of the wall that belongs to her, as well as some things. They're framed right above her bed. If you look closer, you might be able to tell what they are, but the lettering on them all is really small. Venus's room on her side is a desk, a mirror, makeup boxes, kind of organized but disorganized. There are sort of clothes thrown on the bed, and you can see that the closet is on Venus's side. So Mercury has a sort of small wardrobe. Just give me a second. You can look around if you like. I'm gonna go change. And Mercury kind of grabs a pair of pajama shorts and a hoodie, and then goes off into her bathroom.
Sabor will just glance around the room, see if there's anything else that might catch his attention.
Perception check for me.
Alright, he'll glance himself.
Oh no. And it's not that high in all honesty.
13.
As mentioned before, there was the lettering. But you do also notice, despite the fact that you saw Venus had some beautiful nail polish on, no nail polish here.
He just kind of stumbles back in pajamas. Anything you like? I got a lot of books if you like books.
Does Venus go to a nail salon?
No?
I don't see any polish.
Oh, it's magic.
Ah,
She got this little bottle. It's one of the drawers. I can never find anything in her room, her side, but in their side, working on that. But it changes every day. They can choose what they want.
oh. Oh. Magical fashion is a fun thing.
Yeah, as you can see, my room's a bit organized.
He just kind of like looks around. Any secret compartments under the bed?
No. Oh, there's one behind the, and she kind of points over to the porch. Like they look like pieces of paper. It's weird on the wall. There's one
Collage?
behind those though. Yeah, like a collage of paper on the wall. They're all in frames. They're organized though, very very neatly organized in rows.
Just you seemed
Like a sane man's like a wire connection. Stuff.
looks around and just you just seemed familiar. Back at the house.
Oh, or,
No, I just finding
oh,
secret.
the thing. Sorry,
Yeah.
I have my mind gets a bit sidetracked sometimes. But yeah, no. I got portraits behind there's a secret box behind one of the diplomas, but you have to pick which one is the right one. Otherwise, it locks 24 hours.
What do you keep in there?
Secrets.
Secrets like?
It's a good answer.
The like secrets.
Secrets you don't want to tell me?
No, just artifacts, stuff I found. My dad is an archaeologist, so stuff, memento, you know.
Can he insight that was to is?
Go for it.
Oh, that was just me fucking up. I'll be honest with
Okay,
you.
okay.
That was just
Okay.
me fucking us.
Keep in mind, it's always good to let an insight go, just to see, sometimes if you are telling the truth.
Yeah, that's completely fair. You notice that when she pointed to the
There you go.
diplomas, there are several on the wall.
Yeah, quite a few.
Just glances. Are these all yours? Said you have to pick the right one, so I assume some of them aren't real?
They're all mine. Yeah, they're all real.
Is there one, like, actually?
How many is it exactly, Sky? 6.
6 currently.
Yeah.
She's
And
working
how-
on 2 more.
How old are you?
I'm 24. I've been in university since I was 15. I dual majored. All of them.
One running ahead of the herd.
Yeah. I wasn't really in formal school for a long while, but my parents figured it was good for stability. So I stayed here, and they travel about, and I joined them sometimes, but I did school, and but with that, focusing on stuff really wasn't an issue.
How long have you had your Brain bugs.
Since I was 18.
No, I suppose that accelerated things.
A bit, but I had a lot of background knowledge, at least for archaeology and ancient history. I did those together from first to.
At
So I had a bit of
15?
a. Yeah, 15. I had a bit of a heads up. But no, if you look closer, you will see that there are 6 degrees: archaeology, biology, biomedical science, forensics, ancient history, and mechanical engineering.
So what does all of this produce then?
What you mean?
Collage. And a lot of debt.
People people usually get they go into studies and such for well, some sort of goal. A job they want to do, a interest they hold.
I don't really know. I'll be honest.
Is their
I'm
interest
part-
to hold the hoarding diplomas?
No. Huh. I like things, and when I focus on something, it's kind of all I can think about for a while. So I want to learn as much as I can about it. And does Sabriel know anything about psychology?
But what?
Psychology.
Probably roughly.
Okay, in the basics of it, it's basically fixation mentality.
Mhm.
When she gets invested into something, when she finds something she really, really likes, she wants to know everything and anything about it.
I basically imagine Zabril knows stuff like that, but isn't like formal about it. He just like has met people and understands people like that.
Hmm. I like learning stuff, and it helps. I mean, I'm in Watch Our Worlds. It kind of goes with the territory.
You're a what now?
I'm a member of the Watch Our Worlds.
Out of character. What would Zabril know about that?
Basically, they are. They can Connor. Give me a second. They're like the explorers, pretty much, in a sense. They catalog things, document things, all those kinds of stuff. I believe it was.
Sorry,
They take.
back. Just walked away
One
for a sec.
sec. Oh, I've got it. A hunting group, which is mixed of ecologists, monster hunters, and researchers who make the wild and natural their focus.
Watches the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally, anyone who hunts or gathers standard wildlife gear prices are consistent. They're understaffed. A lot of hunting and monster slaying work, but they collect things and research things. Anything to do with nature, they kind of do.
It's kind of a mixed research organization as well as a management organization. Geologists, people who watch natural events, who keep watch for dangerous animal trends. Anything along those lines you'll find as the Watch of the World. There are subsections, but a lot of people see it as like a spiritual successor to some of the work of the old Realm Rangers.
And he just sounds like the Rangers of old.
Yeah, I do spelunking and cave expeditions and kinds of things.
Oh,
I-
I might have a friend you'd like.
Well, yeah, I had to work on back to caves though. I can't really do tight spaces anymore.
Claustrophobia?
I mean, she kind of gestures to her and her leg, which you can now see thanks to the shorts. Her left leg is cut off above the knee with the prosthetic. Yeah, I worked on it, but it's still hard times, you know. Oh, speaking of which, I had a favor to ask you.
Me glances over.
Alright,
That would be.
I know you're good with feelings and stuff like that. I'm alright with them, but I'm kinda So you're probably gonna pick up something between Jupiter and Mars. And the tension has been there, it's been driving me crazy for heckin' years. If you flirt with one of them, I will give you anything you ask for.
He like taps his chin. It's like, can I double this, right?
What you mean? You want to flirt with both of them?
I To put it in your words, I.
Alright. If you can flirt with both of them,
Okay.
because I would like to document their reaction.
No, I'll see what I can do in the time I'm here.
Alright. Oh,
But
perfect!
you'll forgive me if Venus catches some attention too.
Aye, that's fine. You can flirt with Venus.
I don't think I have a choice in that matter, and I'm personally okay with that.
You can flirt with all of them, in all honesty. Yarness is probably a bit more focused in the book, though. At least until the movie starts. Speaking of which, and she pretty much grabs Sabriel by the hand and drags him back out into the living room.
Oh, well, it's a good thing you've brought me dinner first.
I don't know what that means. I said you could flirt with Mercury. I didn't say she would understand.
Around now, you gotta yell of like, mildly annoyed Mars being like, Mercury, boyfriend, hurry the fuck up!
He's not my boyfriend.
Then shut up and get over here!
You should be talking.
Yeah, fuck off, get over here.
Mercury pretty much almost sits on Mars.
Cutting back to about 10 minutes ago as those two stepped away. Serena, you see... His name's gonna kill me, Sky. Jupiter kind of like walks over to you and like puts a hand on your shoulder and kneels down to whisper in your ear for a second. It's like, she mentioned you didn't want to stay long. Do you want to ride home, or do you have that handled already?
I'm supposed to get a cab.
Do you want me to just take you home now? You seem uncomfortable. I'd rather you stay, but freak you out too much.
Yeah, horror movies and me don't mix.
It's fine, actually. I was gonna suggest we do something other than a horror movie so I can fall asleep through it and not get woken up by people yelling.
If
You okay
you can
with,
suggest that, then maybe.
You okay with like a cerebral comedy? Best I can call it.
Is that a comedy that's supposed to make you think, or is it? Are
No.
you being saying something different by cerebral?
It's meant to be a pun. It's a comedy about being stuck inside someone's head.
Probably.
Hold on. If I can convince Venus of something, it always happens. So give me a second. Lopes over towards her, towards them. Just goes, "Hey Venus, yes. Do me a favor. I'm fucking exhausted. You. Can we throw on Mindbusters?" For a second, pouts and just goes, "Fine, but only if I get to sit in your lap today." Venus is like, Jupiter rolls his eyes and says, "Fine, but if I fall asleep, don't." There's a mild grunt of annoyance from Mars as he says something along the lines of like, "Oh, I don't want to fucking watch that movie," and just bitches for a second, then he yells out for Mercury to make their way over.
Hey, what's going on?
We changed the movie type.
Oh,
Or-
okay.
Just tired. Oh, and he spreads out his arms that kind of span the entirety of the couch, and just everyone pick their seats. You watch as he takes his right at the very edge of the couch, pretty much shoves Uranus over without actually waiting for him to pick his eyes up from the book. Venus just kind of like lays across both their lap, headed Jupiter's, and Mars makes a mild sound of annoyance and sits on the arm of the couch next to Jupiter.
There's a quick feign over to Mercury, just like, it seems I've been beaten to the punch. Maybe another day.
Hey, they both like each other, but they're too fucking stupid.
Oh, like I said, definitely interested. Just maybe not tonight.
Hey, unfortunately, another time.
See what we're discovering from Sky today. She really likes height differences.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
You could have figured this out if you had. If you speak to me for like 10 minutes, you will figure that out.
no, I know. It's just fun to see it reflected in the characters. So
Probably
as you
right.
guys
Sorry.
settle onto a couch, left side is the kind of galaxy crowd. How do the rest of you decide to orient themselves. You can use the map if you'd like.
They're going on like the very edge of the couch, but if the couch is like seemingly too packed and she's gonna be like nudging someone, she's gonna sit on the floor.
It's gonna be up. Roddy's gonna be up against a doorway of some kind, just leaning against it.
Oh, if Mercury sees that, Mercury pretty much pats the space beside her. Come on, come sit.
Fine.
Is
That
there
one
an
first.
end of the couch left?
Yeah, there is. Ray's kind of sitting at the foot of it.
At the end.
That's real fast, because why not?
There we go.
Sabriel, you're sitting pleasantly in the middle.
All right.
Sabriel can sit on the other side of Roddy.
Yep. And as the movie begins, Venus, throughout, gets up and changes seats like 3 times. At one point, they walk over to you, Sabriel, and just goes, "Seat taken." Points to your lap.
Oh, freely open.
Wonderful. And she just like
Roddy
stuffs the
audibly rolls his eyes, like you can hear his eyes rolling.
There's a grinding noise.
No, it's like the equivalent of like a fucking like bowling strike.
Yep. And as they grin, they kind of just like shove themselves between you and Roddy and like wrap them around your shoulder, like so. Saren, unfortunately, you hear all of it. It is shameless.
She is over the edge of the couch and onto the floor.
Yep.
Oh, Ray, no.
I'm a bouncer. If you two start fucking, I'm throwing you out.
We're not that impolite. At least I'm not.
You can use the room tonight. I might go. Ah, shit. Speaking of which, I might go down to the archives then. If Ploha hasn't come up yet, I'm gonna have to drag him out.
Let him be. He said he was researching something important. Something about dogs. I don't know.
Oh, that moron. That could have waited.
Yeah, but you know
Oh.
how he is.
Well, I'm definitely going down there now.
I'll let him be. I tried to drag him out earlier. It didn't work.
Aye, but you don't have my magic touch. She, like,
No.
wags her fingers.
I got really boopy on the nose. But you don't have my persuasion skills and you know it.
Eh.
And either way, you've had a long day. You need some rest more than he does.
Mercury just sticks out her tongue and goes back to watching Mindbusters.
Also, my apologies, Sabriel. That wasn't my plan for tonight, so you're fine. That being said, Roddy, and she like runs a finger down his arm.
Mercury's pissing herself laughing.
At this point, the only people watching the movie is Mars, pointedly, and Uranus, who just seems to be very enjoying this movie.
I'm trying to watch the movie.
Yeah.
As this, oh my god, as this goes on, Mercury's pretty much nudging with her foot Mars closer towards Jupiter as this goes on.
He's sitting on the arm of the chair next to Jupiter, kind of just like resting his elbow on Jupiter's shoulder as Jupiter's dead asleep.
Mercury's giving him a very pointed look, which I'm assuming it is returned in the shut
He's
the fuck
actively
up and
ignoring.
don't shut the fuck up and don't say anything.
Yes, he is actively ignoring. Every once in a while, you'll see him just like the attention gets drawn away from the movie and just watch Jupiter's face for a few minutes and just goes back to what he's doing.
During the course of the movie, Sabriel would like to try to slip his number on a piece of paper into the back pocket of Venus.
She doesn't even try to. They don't even try to stop you.
All right.
Yeah, like a minute later, you get yours written on the back of it and handed back to you. Already memorized. John, you are large in muscles. Get over it.
I know, I'm saying that like legit, like that. No irony behind it. It's my favorite part.
Oh, it's
We need
hilarious.
a hymn.
Yes.
I was gonna say, to be fair.
To be fair, he is a himbo.
At one point though, Uranus does get up and kind of sit between Saren and Ray and just kind of be like, "Hi, can I sit here? I'm kind of tired of all the couples."
Yep.
Or the attempt at couples.
Ray, you said you're unconscious, right?
Ray is in sleep mode, just eyes closed, but I don't think she's fully asleep. She's a light sleeper
Okay.
anyway.
Ray's AFK.
Roddy is
Yeah, basically.
looking for beer in the fridge just to put up with things.
Her eyes like maybe just slightly open when she sees Uranus. She's like, "You can sit."
I'm just gonna sit here. You don't have to move. Don't worry. And he just kind of like quietly curls into himself, like almost trying to make himself smaller. Every once in a while, Saren, he'll make just like the tiniest comment, and he's like disgustingly funny. like almost in a way that doesn't suit his shyness. He makes like 3 comments for like a 2-hour movie, and all 3 you're kind of like having to hold back the snickers. He's fucking hilarious. Jesus, John. Ranger is pretty good though.
I do like that one. That's one of my favorites.
At some point, Mercury does get up and kind of slip quietly into the kitchen. Probably
you guys all
towards
notice
the
it.
end.
It's a small apartment.
Yeah.
But the movie's enjoyed. Sabrina, are you staying for the whole thing, or are you leaving like you said you needed to?
He at a point he's basically gonna just kind of like like tap Sarah on the shoulder, like, anytime you're ready or willing to go, let me know.
I am. This isn't as bad as I thought.
You liked it once you got here. Who could have seen that coming?
I meant the movie.
I know.
I guess swat on the shoulder from Venus as the attention is drawn away from them.
You can leave. I'm probably gonna stay and I'll just get my own ride.
And shrugs. Oh. If I'm not busy and you're taking a cab, I can at least get along the way, but up to you. Feel no obligation in one way or the other. And turns back to Venus.
Yep. As you two continue to canoodle. Just roll raw charisma for me, and yes, with advantage because of your philanderer feat.
Dear
Sorry,
Lord. Dear
Alright.
Lord. The monsters I have created.
You are confident you've made a very good impression. But it seems like they are otherwise occupied today.
Yep. All right.
As the movie kind of continues on, and near the end of it, Jupiter kind of wakes up and just kind of looks around, notices Mars, and there's like a scratch on the back, and stretches and like walks across the movie as, of course, the most important moment of the whole movie. It's all building up to one final joke. He steps right in front of it, blocking the entire screen with his legs.
Move!
Yeah, he just like plops the hand on your head as he walks past, like he's palming a basketball.
Go to bed.
I was. He kind of walks over to the fridge, and you see him making some kind of smoothie, just like mashing it all with his hand, or not with, like more than best, like by hand. And as the movie closes, you all get to enjoy some nice Cajun popcorn, and a smoothie offered by him. Which one doesn't live there again? Mars?
Mars lives part-time. Depends on if he's on expeditions or not.
Okay.
As well as Pluto, depends on if he's in the archives or not.
Okay. Yeah, so Mars kind of like stretches as he gets up to after the movie ends and says, well, you guys are all pretty great. Sabriel, you're a whore just like they are, and I respect that.
I could be
Saren,
your whore.
nope, not happening. Saren, I feel your pain. I apologize. You have to deal with him on a daily basis so far. Ray, you're my favorite here. And he walks out.
Hey!
Yeah. Continues on, and there's a sigh as Jupiter kind of goes, I'll go drive him home.
I know,
Meeting.
fucker. I'm not mad at that. Give me a hug, you dick.
He just flips you off outside the door as he walks out, and Jupiter puts on his shoes and says, you all were lovely. Roddy, I feel your pain.
And he gave him a salute. It's like, I'll buy you a whiskey sour next time you're in.
There's a salute with a single tear down the side of his face.
Yeah, basically. And as he
not
walks,
like a tear. He just sort of like gives like a half-hearted salute. He just, like the 2 fingers.
No, so like Sabriel's on one side, Venus is on the other side of him, just like leaning into him, just this solid salute with a single tear.
Jupiter kind of like gives like the not like a 2-finger salute in the rude way, but like a half-hearted salute. He kind of gives like a 1-arm wrap around your shoulder, Sabriel, as he walks out, and a fist bump towards Ray and Saren.
What? I get no hug?
I'm coming back. Don't worry.
Don't matter.
I would have just
Give
left.
me-
No.
He sighs and walks over to you, Mercury, and just like lifts you up by the armpits and gives you a hug.
Mercury was making grabby hands.
He places you back down on the couch and says, I'll probably not see you guys later, so have a good night. Drive drive safe on your way home, especially if Mercury's by the wheel.
Hey, fucker.
I've seen you drive, and I've patched you up. Don't try to make anything about it.
I drove legal today. Thank you. Today.
So far.
Today.
Do you want to tell them what happened yesterday?
Shut up.
That's okay, I saw the receipt on your counter.
Fuck.
Ooh.
And he heads out. You all are free to filter it as desired. I imagine Saren is pretty quickly out the door, same thing with Ray.
Yeah, I should probably head off.
His shift doesn't start for another 2 hours. But like, well, my shift starts in like 10 minutes, so I have to get out of here.
There's like a whine from Venus and I assume Sabriel.
Yep.
Hey, Roddy, before you go, I wanted to ask, can we talk about what you got in your car?
Sure, come down. Step into my office. I guess.
We're gonna stand up. How far of a walk is it from her place?
A walk, probably over an hour.
Ray's gonna look. Okay,
And
I'm gonna walk home.
it's dead of night. This is not a great area either, but it is dead of night.
Okay, I'm gonna walk home. This made me highly uncomfortable. See you guys.
Ray, I know how far that is. I'm getting a cab. Come on.
I'm fine.
Ray, please don't walk home.
Okay, whatever.
It's not a good neighborhood, really. It's good
been
in
in
the
worse
daytime. Aye, but last time I walked home, I got stabbed.
Fine, whatever. If you'll stop talking, I'll get a cap.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
I, however, can walk home.
I mean, you could also get a cheaper cab if you split it.
Uranus kind of just like
Let's
taps
not
your ankle and just
add a
says,
stop to it.
I have a little station wagon if you want me to drive you home.
Nah, I walk fast. And I
Right.
run faster, so I'll be fine.
I mean, don't most people?
Faster than
Yeah.
most people. Don't worry.
Nice.
I know how to get places.
Nice to meet you. And he kind of just goes to do like an awkward fist bump like Jupiter did.
I don't have to force it. It's okay.
Okay, thank you. Ray, he goes, dude, you still want to know who made my arm?
Yes. Give me the name and the number and the address.
I can get you the website.
Works even better.
It was in another city. And he writes it down for you. It's a small mechanics shop, actually. You didn't know they made prosthetics.
Okay, just take a note.
Mark it down, and as everyone filters home, Sabriel, go ahead and mark off the 2 gold pieces for the cab. Sarah, give me a D100.
Okay. Always fun. 14.
14.
How many muggers?
Just one.
Alright.
As you're walking down one of the side streets, you're pretty close to the inn, actually. You basically get like you hear a click sound behind you, and just like a nice and slow, please. I see those weapons on you, but I promise you, I pull the trigger faster.
Bonus action, she's gone. He can try to shoot. But
Yeah,
she's down like a side
he's gonna
alley
roll.
for
He's
you.
actually gonna roll a perception check, so he has no idea where the fuck you went.
Yep.
Yeah, you just like, and she's like, what the shit? Oh fuck. You see him like as you like kind of look past it, you're a bit away. He just like you see him pull on a mask as noticing that you're gone, and just starts like running and booking the direction.
Does working with the labor force guild, does that include basically hue and cry, vigilante, whatever?
Really, it's usually you have to have some kind of contract
Alright.
for it.
Then she'll just let
People
him
won't
go.
say no if you bring in a mugger, but
You know what? She might just.
Apprehend the man.
Is he still within 80 feet?
you can catch up to him easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not wearing any armor.
Just aiming for, like, the legs to foul him up.
Yeah, you don't quite hit his leg. You more so just like scratch like in his armpit. But he's just like whipping around trying to find where the hell you are. And continues to just fucking run.
We can make this easy or hard.
Fuck you!
Ye-
I assume you can keep up with him, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a problem for you. You just keep pelting him with arrows till he's just like, okay. He just like drops the gun and just, okay, fine.
Right, let's go. And she'll march him to whatever nearest station is.
You pick up the gun. It's just a simple pistol.
Picks it up with like a fold of cloth and wraps it so that her hands aren't all over it. And yep, just go and drop him off somewhere. Hey, this guy was mugging people. Well, trying to mug me. But I assume other people as well.
Yep, he's bleeding from like 4 different places. It's like, well done.
Sorry about that. I can help bandage up if need be.
No, we got medics. This is pretty normal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
if
run his name
you-
through the system.
Yep, and if you need me, here's my contact info and...
Oh, hold on, let me see if there's a reward for him. I kind of just type up in the computer and just... it's small, but I assume you want it.
I'll take it if you have it.
It's just 10 gold.
Yep.
Hand it to him, like, one platinum piece.
Payday! Alright. And then she heads the rest of the way home.
You
By the time-
actually mugged him.
Yeah, basically. By the time you get home, it is like midnight.
Yeah, Roddy starts
took a while to get to the
at
station.
midnight, so
Yeah.
he drives over to the bar and spends a bit there.
Yep, you work your shift at the bar. It's pretty standard. This shift has basically been designated as like, okay, you've put a lot on your tab recently, we're paying it off now.
Yeah.
Fucking mugger comes up to Sarah, just plays an Uno reverse card.
Basically. I mean, hey, Uno reverse card is 2 arrows.
Oh my god.
He's looking at you, kid.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Roddy, unfortunately, they will have to talk shop another night. Mercury, after Ray said that, Mercury just kind of went into her room and shut the
I was
door.
gonna ask if
You
No.
do notice it.
She locked the door.
no, I was gonna ask if Sabril like went to go find Mercury, like said in the chat.
Yep, the door is locked.
Just a light knock. I'm heading out now.
Sorry? I
Uh,
didn't hear what you said.
I'm heading out now.
You get... There's silence for a moment, and then a piece of paper slides out underneath the door. Just says, okay, stay safe.
Some piece of paper comes back, written on the other side. Can I get a hug?
No paper comes back.
Yikes.
Sarah, you hear a sigh from down the hallway and just, I'll take care of it, dear, don't worry.
And just second piece of paper comes over, and just thanks for today. And he heads out.
I like to think that thanks for today is like a business card you have on all times.
Probably.
Oh no.
If you do that, in the back of your head, get a very small feign of, glad you enjoyed it.
Ray, as you and Sabriel kind of file it, Venus gives you just a bit of like a, not dirty look, but just like a watch it kind of thing.
Ray doesn't care.
Yeah, just letting you know.
Okay.
And they head into the room, open it up with you, Mercury. Sabriel, I think you head back to where? To Ray's?
Sabriel is going to just basically let Ray be dropped off.
Okay.
Then he is going to take a cab to Hellas.
Okay, so. Well, I look their names.
That one.
Just want to make sure. Yep. Oh, fun. Okay.
Yep, that one.
Yep, your night goes exactly as you expect.
All right.
Just-
What's that?
We'll just leave that there.
There's questions to be asked in the morning, more so, but okay.
For now, though, it goes exactly as you expect.
All right.
You basically, if you go to ask questions, you basically got we can talk in the morning.
Yep.
Yep, it goes. In the meantime, Mercury Venus kind of just says, like, I know you locked the door, but I do have a key, and I do live here too. Should I come in, or do you want me to stay out for a bit?
There's the sound of the lock clicking.
Alright.
It unlocks. She unlocked it.
Yep, they walk in, and ready to walk over, he says, I'm not gonna clutter you, don't worry. step over to the side of your bed, sit on the floor, to be below you. To kind of, it's pretty standard after one time in the past where they went to give you a hug and the claustrophobia really kicked in. That they tend to sit below you whenever they're trying to be comforting.
Did I mess up?
No. Do you want my opinion as Venus, or my opinion as someone who is good at reading people?
Guess.
I think that Ray's a bit of a sourpuss sometimes and doesn't like being told what to do. And
Don't like being what? Sorry.
told what to do. You remember when you were like, well, you were a mature kid, but remember when we were kids, and your dad said to keep away from certain things when he was preparing you to be around traps, and you said, "Oh no, I can figure out the mechanism myself," and keep getting hurt even though you knew listening to move faster.
Yeah.
I think the reason Ray pretends to be older is because they don't like being treated like a kid.
What? I didn't treat him like a kid, did I?
But just like me wrapping you in a hug when you're scared isn't you being in a cave. You're really sensitive.
Pardon?
Just like a big hug isn't a cave, but you still get nervous when you're in a bad mood. You're sensitive to it. You watch out for it and see it in places it might not be.
Aye. Okay.
And not letting someone walk home at night because you're scared for them, and especially after no one argued with Saren. Probably didn't take it very well.
Yeah.
It's a learning
Okay.
experience.
Alright. Mercury just kind of slides off the bed and sidles over Venus. Give a hug.
They wrap her arm around you. Kind of just says, "So, can I sleep with him?"
Yeah.
Oh, good. I thought Sabriel had a thing for him.
Oh, what? Fuck. No. Run one.
Oh, I know I can sleep with Sabriel. You can't stop me.
I don't think Roddy's into that. I don't know.
I'm willing to invest some time in it.
I mean,
Jupiter's off the market, and I've never gotten to be with a half-orc before. I'm curious.
uh,
Also, did you see that scar on his chin?
yeah, he is pretty handsome.
Right?
I'll
Okay.
give him that.
By the way, you had a long day. Can I do your makeup?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, when you wake up in the morning, I'm going to do it for you.
Okay.
Should we go try to get Pluto out of the archives?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Which method are we going to use? We got food. We've got death threats. We've got chloroform. No, I ran out of chloroform.
Here's the
Melatonin.
Yeah, I think honestly food would probably work the best because last time I just tried to hang on his back, but he didn't feel me, which makes sense.
So yes, we know Little Goblin.
Ah, yes.
I just imagine Mercury just like lobbing like melatonin gummies at Pluto. Just
Food
Pretty
and
much.
melatonin.
That has occurred before. I think food is best.
Alright, I'm pretty shit in the kitchen. You go ahead.
I got it. Don't you worry. I got bacon down to a forte.
Make me some too.
Yeah, of course.
Alright.
What
So
do I
as you
roll for
guys
that?
make a quick meal, make a wisdom check just for cooking.
Jesus Christ, okay. Mercury does know how to cook.
Yep, just, you're not proficient with cook utensils. You just know
Yeah.
how to cook. So it's wisdom check, no bonuses.
Oh, fuck!
You know how to make
said-
bacon, but you go to make, you don't realize it's tofu bacon, and it just burns.
I was gonna say, do you know the difference between wax paper and parchment paper?
oh,
You burn it, Venus kind of pokes her head in the room, just like,
burn it.
I have leftovers, don't worry.
I burnt it all.
I
don't know
noticed.
what I did, but I burnt it all.
Mars kind of like kicks the door when he comes back in and says, "The fuck did you guys do?"
Mars to Jupiter.
Mars.
You're back?
Saw smoke.
Oh, motherfucker. I burnt the tofu. Why do we have tofu? Which one of you is fucking vegetarian?
You're just gonna put your hand up like, I'm not vegetarian, I just watch my figure.
Alright, that's fair. Fuck. I'm so sorry, I burnt it all.
You see kind of Jupiter kind of come up next and just loom over top of Mars and just like, everyone okay?
Yeah, I just burned it off. Fucking hell.
All right. Well, Mars convinced him to stay for tonight, so he's gonna crash on the couch.
Mercury gives Venus a look.
Venus just rolls her eyes like, not today. I wish.
Oh yeah, no. Alright, he crashed on the couch. If anything, you can use my bed for now. I've gotta go see if I can drag Pluto out of the archives.
Yeah. Actually, Mars take my bed. Jupiter. Venus. Fuck. Sky. Mercury. I'll take yours. I'm gonna be up pretty early for my shift, so.
Alright, fair enough.
So you guys go get Pluto. You successfully carouse him back into the apartment. He crashed on the couch instead.
It's like a dog I ran outside.
Yeah, basically. He's caught up looking at the stuff he has to look into. He hasn't found anything yet, mostly because this is not a new thing. This is a resurgence of an old thing.
Ah, like the Illuminati.
Kind of, yeah. Like, it appears every once in a while. Not every century, but roughly. It's just some old practice. In the past, it's been attributed to demon lords, devil lords, just every kind of fiend and bad figure. At one point, it was a fae thing. At one point, it was actually celestial. It's got a long history.
Interesting.
But he's basically going to try to narrow it down to the most recent information, as well as whatever can be found from the past that matches up with it, and any kind of basically statistical analysis you can do. He says it'll probably take at least a week. Check back with them every couple days.
Alright, fair enough.
In the meantime, Sabriel, you're taking care of. Ray, you head back home. Your parents are already asleep by the time you do so. But there is not dinner. You see the leftovers of dinner that was eaten in your place, but instead just like a midnight snack. Already cooked to some light pretzels, salted and buttered.
Yeah, she's gonna just put it like on the counter and go upstairs and start researching on that website that Uranus gave her, and just join whatever group call may be going on with them tonight, because it's Friday night and at least two of them are awake.
Oh yeah, they're playing some kind of card games on like the equivalent of Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, and just listen to that happen till like 2 in the morning.
Yep. At one point, you do basically just fall asleep listening to them. By the time at one point you get woken up in the call as they're kind of making fun of your snoring by snoring back at you.
I hate all of you.
Yeah, we know.
Fuck off, Fenzi.
Yeah. I haven't found him yet.
Shit. Does Truthy know anything or no?
No, nothing. But I have a meeting with someone who might know tomorrow.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
If I...
Do you want to take another job?
I'm taking a few more. I'm gonna be slightly busy.
Okay.
You know where to reach me.
Yeah, if you need to do any recon, just let me know.
Probably...
And
You're
you
a
can take
gem.
care of yourself.
Shut up.
That's what I thought. Go to sleep.
No.
Yeah. Do I?
Joke's on you. I'm staying up later. Joke's on you, Fenzi. I'm staying up later.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna go to sleep though.
Oh, bitch. Now I'm going to sleep. You're boring.
I'm gonna be spending the next couple days researching for you, researching for my own stuff, and doing a bit of work of my own. So, yes.
Ooh. Someone's
You know-
making money.
Yes, not to concern you, but a little behind in my payments for my car. So,
Oh, I love that car.
I know it's still way too much money, and every couple months I gotta do a bit of extra work for it.
You're
That's
lucky.
where, oh god, it works for it.
Oh, yeah. You're lucky I take walls down for you, you asshole.
Oh yeah. By the way, did you find? I haven't found anything else about the kind of weird lady thing, the kind of dream you had.
Wasn't a
Yeah,
dream.
No? Sorry, I know. Just anything new on that you found?
More people have whatever the hell I have.
thought so. Okay, so I found this research. Hold on. And he pulls up this webcomic. He says, it's... I've heard of them in the past before. Fane? Or something
Yeah.
like that. That's what they called them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so this webcomic, you ever hear about the... it's like a long time ago, but you ever hear about the, you must have read this, right? And you pulled the webcomic. It's a comic of basically the retelling of the story of the Saturday campaign. And it is been praised for being scarily accurate.
Who made this, Fancy?
Some pseudonym. I keep trying to find out who it is, but I can't figure it out.
What's
Because
the
they cover the
pseudonym?
tracks real well.
What's the pseudonym, Fancy?
Shit, hold on, let me check. The DM needs to check the books, I can't fucking remember.
Fancy, you're lucky I'm excited. You're lucky my voice has inflection tonight.
It's Orzer. He's lived. We don't know how, but he has.
Writing smut that's been keeping you alive this whole time.
We better be getting commission through that.
Kind of, as I finished looking at my fucking arcane tomes, goddammit. Just shine.
Bats.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's Glimmer Scale. It's him.
I appreciate the side job. I think you should focus on your car payments. And I'm gonna
No, I know, but
focus-
just... I keep reading different things they could do later on, and their Fane evolved. It hasn't got very far yet. They just learned how to do different things that I... Maybe look into it, maybe read it at some point. It's kind of new, but... It's really good, and it's exactly like you described it. Try to ask them if you can dream about something particular tonight. Also, it's just really good. It's just really well written.
You take down my emotional walls so easily, Fenzil.
It's called friendship. Just enjoy it.
I'm gonna kill you one day.
Yeah, I know, but until then, it's friendship and enjoy it.
I think I'm making more friends and oh,
Scary thought, eh?
there's four. I can't
Four?
count. 5.
5?
Tanith.
Alright.
There's
That's good.
no. There's 5 of who's Ray's already friends with.
Okay, gotcha.
There's 4 of the others, and I met more friends, and that was not fun. I think I insulted someone or a few people.
That's the friends that get used to it.
Even I know that friendship isn't insulting people.
Only insulting people.
I know, but they're getting concerned about me, and it's been 2 days, so it's stupid.
Well, how old are they?
They're in their 20s.
Sorry, say it again.
They're in their 20s.
And let me guess, you tried to put a fake ID and it didn't work?
Shut up, Fancy.
I'm gonna get you a new one. Don't worry.
I told you that the scanner didn't work on this one, so I better be getting a new one.
It
buddy.
worked when I tried it.
Yeah, but it didn't work when I went to the labor force.
Well, apparently. Just, why don't you use yours? You can put it, it's good for social credit.
Same.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hmm.
I'll try to... Once I pay off my car, I'll
Hmm.
try to find a new one.
How much do you need to pay off your car?
Not happening. Nice try. And he logs out.
Tom. Bitch! Right? Like, the most emotion that anyone in the party has probably ever heard from Ray, if they were hearing this, the most passionate bitch!
The most passionate bitch is a good title for your and Fency's relationship.
Just logs in and just goes, oh, good night, bitch. Just face down on the desk.
Yep, and you pass out. When you wake up in the morning, you do wake up with a blanket over your shoulders. But as you guys take your long rest,
One thing before Saren goes to bed.
go for it.
She's investigating the entire hotel room for Tupperware.
Make an investigation check.
Yeah. And Roddy
7.
brings up the Animus.
You find none.
Alright.
You are not comforted by this.
No. But she's tired enough, she can't think straight anymore, she's going to bed.
Yeah. And Roddy basically brings it up to Elena. Have you heard anything about this Anubis stuff that
Big rumors. Apparently, it's some kind of weird. Well, someone told me it was a sex cult, but they were really drunk, so I don't believe them.
have you seen anyone come in the bar with that kind of stuff? Like an ankh or some of some kind?
Not that I can recall. I don't usually. I keep watching the hands mostly.
Keep an eye out. All right.
Alright. Yeah, sure thing. Also, motherfucker, you've been awake since 10 a.m. Go the hell to bed.
No.
She just raises an eyebrow and points the spatula at you and says, I will slit your throat.
No.
You're right, I won't, but I will slip sleep pills into your food. And I know you're hungry. Go to bed.
Do the bits.
Sorry, again, John?
He's like, love you to bits, and he goes upstairs and goes to bed.
Yeah, she throws like an orange to the back of your head as you go upstairs, and the people at the bar laugh.
No, he like catches he like as it hits him, he like catches it.
Yep, as it bounces off you, catch it in your hand and head up to bed. But as you all go to rest, Sarah, midway through your sleep, you come into a vivid dreamscape. A small little perch near the mountain you used to live in. You're alone, kind of looking around. You don't usually have lucid dreams. You've heard of them. You've had them once when you were a kid. But this is very realistic. And you hear kind of as the breeze passes by your ears, just like, hello, Saren.
She freezes up.
It's Faye.
Sorry,
You-
background noise. Somebody's driving down the street with their stereo going.
No worries. So I know when you're good.
I think it's. Can still hear it.
You
and
can't
I
hear
don't
it
know
if it helps.
I don't know if my mic is picking it up on the recording or not, though. Discord filters out some stuff that my computer does not.
Fair enough.
Okay, I think it's passed.
Alright.
Yeah.
Once more the breeze passes you and just... It's the Fane. I'm not trying to startle you, but this is just the most relaxing way that we can think to talk to you.
Okay. What is it?
We're curious, if you don't mind us asking questions. I know you're still new to this.
You're in my head. What can you not know?
Anything
That
you
I
don't
will-
want us to. We only access information that you want us to have. If there's something that you intentionally don't tell people, we don't pry until we ask.
If I don't want you to know something, then you know that. Probably.
We know that there is a subject area, kind of like a folder and a device. We see the title, we don't open it. Can we ask you a question?
Can I decline to answer?
Of course.
Alright, then go ahead.
And we apologize if this is a strange question. Your mark. We've never commingled with someone who has it before.
Oh?
What is it?
Dragon mark.
Can we access the knowledge you have on that?
I guess? I mean, it's not secret, it's not common, but,
Yes, just you know more than anyone else we've ever commingled with.
okay, sure.
And you feel almost like almost like by rote, all the information about dragon marks just like go through your mind. Kind of like it's being read aloud to you, very quickly. And they kind of just absorb this information, and it's almost like a satisfied hum as they do so, and just... This is associated with a lot of pain for you. Do they hurt?
No.
No, they don't hurt. Ah, the one who taught you. I assume you don't want us to access those yet.
No.
We can help you with looking about. If you'd like, try to make connections you might not have seen.
Maybe.
We'll do what we can with the information that we have access to.
Alright.
keep watching news reports. Read them. Read each of them, even if they seem unimportant. It will help us.
Okay.
Do you wish to dream tonight?
No. I just want to sleep.
In that case, we will let you. And you wake up, fully rested, very comfortable. Ray. As you rest on the desk, you feel your mind kind of drifting away, dreaming of the plane of wires, and for a moment you're past to stop it and take control of the dream, which you're not usually able to do. It usually converts into a nightmare. And you feel the voice in your mind's like, you should take the advice of your friend.
Which advice is that?
You want to dream, don't you? But you want a good dream.
Wow, predictable.
We're in your brain, it makes it much easier.
Rather have a dream than a nightmare? Is that what you're talking? Been too many nightmares recently.
I can help with that. If you want, you ask us. You never have to have a nightmare again.
No. They solidify some thoughts.
In that case, how about this? How about a nightmare that you're in control of?
It's like a horror movie.
Sort of. But you get to direct it. You get to watch yourself as an actor and edit it as you wish. Write the script. Decide the conclusion. Maybe learn something about yourself.
You know the missing persons nightmare I've been having recurringly for the past, years?
Is that the one you want to look through?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you don't want to start with something easier?
No.
Alright.
Either that or it solidifies once again those thoughts, so.
Good to know. And you watch, again, very much more like a director's chair. You watch where you would normally be in the nightmare. And whenever you kind of see something coming, you feel this like slow down. And you can shift how the nightmare goes whenever you desire it, to kind of see what else would happen. Do you tend to manipulate the nightmare, or do you want to just observe it for tonight?
Manipulate towards the end when, like, that nightmare climax before that jolt away.
Alright. And you do so, and instead of being a shock and a existential dread coming out to a powerful fruition, it shifts just a little bit. The thoughts stumble. And instead your personality asserts itself over it. And the course changes. And you watch yourself as that kind of main character in the nightmare begin to assert itself over the nightmare repeatedly. And control it, and find what they're looking for. Drag them, kicking and screaming, into a conversation. And when they don't give you any answers, the Fane just whisper in your mind, unfortunately, those answers we can't give you, right? This is to figure out yourself, not others.
Gross.
Would you like to wake up? Or would you like to keep dreaming?
Yes, please, I feel sick.
We'll give you a moment to relax before we wake you up, though. And they kind of throw you into this, basically a recreation of Dragon Run. Sorry, Shadowrun.
Yeah.
That was me fucking up the names, not parody. And basically, it's a video game version. You can control it, just kind of relaxing for like it feels like an hour's worth of time. Controlling the dream and just kind of playing with the situation before you kind of slam your hand on the table and tell me the answers, and you wake up and your like hand is down on the table and you're yelling at your monitor.
We're just gonna like lean over to the garbage can and just spit up a little bit.
Yep.
And
You feel actually pretty fine after the time you had to relax.
Yeah, it's still just that overwhelming. Just okay.
There's a glass of water and some ice, not melted yet, sitting by your desk.
Like she just like looks at it, and she slight smile comes to her face. She smacks herself in the cheek. And then it just dies, and just like okay. Good morning, Ray.
The Fane comes back. Good morning. Is that to us?
Sure.
It wasn't. Alright. Well, good morning, Ray.
And she just starts getting ready and getting that usual demeanor up again.
Saren. Sorry, wrong one. Sabriel.
Mhm.
In the morning, you wake up in the nude, of course.
Mhm.
You hear the familiar voice behind you, so do you have questions?
Just a little bit.
Feel the arms kind of wrap around your torso and just kind of rest on your chest. Well, go ahead and ask.
One arm kind of goes back and just like a pat on the random somewhere.
Yep.
It's like, oh, sorry, that was the fit. Oh well.
That's alright.
Um. What do you know about other kinds of devils?
Know of? If you're asking for varieties, yes. If you're asking for individuals, I will not mention them.
No. In varieties, maybe a thought on a situation.
Go ahead.
Bearded devil.
Uh,
Have you
No.
ever seen one jump out of a person's mouth in a cloud of smoke?
yeah, maybe one for the flair for the dramatic, yeah.
Hmm.
If whatever they made the deal with was a personal sacrifice, then it would come from the person as opposed to the object they sacrificed.
Yes, he lost an arm in the
Ooh,
aftermath.
never seen one of those before.
Um,
Right, supposed to restrain those thoughts.
we also kind of dealt with the devil, so not that kind of dealt.
Oh, no. You're not
Sent it
loyal,
back.
but you are sweet.
Sent it back.
Also, I know that while you do like beards, one that bites is not your. Well, I don't think it'd be your type.
Not that kind.
Yes. They're not very pleasant folks. It's very hard to cut your beard when they come back.
Should I be expecting a slight against me as he
Probably.
returns?
But if you mention my name, I'll have a discussion with them. And you feel like the claws kind of come out of the fingers. They're like almost begin to rake on your chest and just, sorry. You feel them contract once more.
That's all right.
I will have a conversation with them. And, well, it's easy for me to make a deal compared to you. Who knows, maybe a bearded devil gets lonely after a while.
Kind of rubs his eyes. I mean, if I could smooth things over, I wouldn't be opposed.
I would not recommend it. They're more of the grumpy variety.
All right. Would you like breakfast? I'm trying to learn to cook.
Interesting. Well, you in a rush?
He scratched back. I don't think so.
Breakfast can wait. Come here. And we will cut there.
Yep.
But by noon, after the late night, you guys are all fed. You've got lunch. Ready yourself for the day. Saren, you basically get a confirmation text from Glitterscale saying, is it just you going out today, or is it like the whole group?
Believe it's a whole group. Let me confirm. And she'll feign Mercury. Hey, are you still up for that one job? Starting today for the next week?
I don't think I'd be the best for that.
I wouldn't say no to you being a lookout at the very least.
I'm too loud.
Here's a thought. How long can you be in an animal form?
Hour?
Animals are fairly inconspicuous. You mind being
I'll
a
think.
cat?
Think about it. Just, let the others know. Or do you want me?
I don't. I can't contact them.
Where do you want to meet? I'll let the others know.
Maybe that one cafe again?
At 8. Mercurial.
Mercury will
Fane over to the others. Nova's homebrew, 1 hour.
on my way.
Yeah. Driving over now.
Be there in a second.
As you kind of get up, you feel Jupiter like still. Actually, no, not Jupiter. Sorry,
One.
Pluto, right? On the
Yeah.
yeah. Hold on, let me just check something real fast. I didn't play him, so I'm just checking his personality real fast. Fuck, everyone is huge. My God, why'd you make Pluto the tallest?
Because it's irony and it's so fucking funny.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Of course.
You wake up and like as you're kind
Goliath
of
named
beginning
Tiny.
to move about, he just kind of like says, "Hold on, before you go, you get my hair."
Yeah, I got it. Just sit down, yeah?
Sorry, second.
Just sit down, yeah?
All right. Don't want to make you reach up too much. He sits on the floor so that you can do it for him.
Mercury has to sit on the counter because that is the only way it is high enough.
As you're doing so, he says, "So, what are you self-conscious about?
Huh?
What are you self-conscious about? You don't usually do that type of braid. You're doing the easier one. A
You know me too well. Fuck.
little bit.
I'm too loud.
Fuck off. No, you're not.
I talk too much, and
Fuck off. No, you're not.
your stubbornness is very endearing.
Yes. And you talk as much as you is also endearing. If someone wants to complain, that's their business. Not your fault.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Is this what Venus told me about?
Yeah.
He kind of like grabs you by the chin and like looks at you from below. Says, "That sounds like a classic case of someone who's seen too much shit and doesn't know how to handle it." Pokes you on the nose. Sounds like to me like they need a friend.
I can be a friend.
Sounds like you can. So tell you self-conscious about.
You got a good point. And
That's what I
you need to sleep more and stop spending every fucking night in the archives.
Look, I've been wanting an excuse to search them up for so long.
Well,
Look here, and he pulls out from his bag like a little symbol of it. I found this once in one of the tombs.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and it's a symbol of Anubis. And you go, yeah, it's just like I've been wanting like a chance to research it, but it was just like a small symbol. You know, it's old. I didn't realize it went so fucking deep.
I still have the vase that we found in there too. It's in the safe. There's still stuff in it.
I wouldn't suggest going into it because the more I look into it, the more I am very suspicious of any kind of closed object. I have a genie or something, man.
Oh, I'm not touching nothing, I'll tell you that much. If
But-
that breaks, all hell blows loose.
But don't worry, I'll check in with Jupiter every couple days to make sure I'm doing okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Are him and Mars finally admitting they like each other?
I wish! But
Oh my
I've,
fucking god.
I've got plans in the works. I got
Get a
plans in the
growl.
works.
You hear a growly "fuck off" from Mars in the bathroom.
Oh, shut up, you feckin' gremlin.
He doesn't respond.
Exactly. He can't respond, because it's true. But
You know
soon.
very well he is more than willing to yell at someone who's saying something true.
Oh, I know. He's grumpy. Oh, fuck. Is the coffee machine still broken?
Let me take a look at it. You in a rush?
I got an hour.
Alright, good. And he starts tinkering with it, and you see him go to put a couple things, and you have to stop him, like, why are you trying to double the amperage? And it's just like, it would make it go faster, and you're like, no, just fix it, please. And he does. He puts a pot of coffee for you. It still goes far faster than it should, and way hotter than it was meant to, but it's good. It's coffee. In the meantime, you cook breakfast for everyone.
It's
Jupiter's
basic
already-
math. It's basic math. You make the coffee faster, it makes you go faster.
Precisely. Jupiter has already head off to work. Mars heads out before he has a chance to get breakfast. And Venus kind of just wakes up, does your makeup like she promised she would. Sorry, they would. And
Mercury whips a granola bar at Mars's head as he leaves.
he just catches it and like, munches on it as he walks out. Thank you for the food. Fuck off for the gossip.
You're welcome! And
Fuck off.
fucking grow up already!
Fuck off. Just 'cause I'm short.
You're short
As
and
he walks out
gremlin.
a little bit. Roddy, as you wake up, there's breakfast on the counter for you, and a promise that there is no melatonin or sleeping pills in it.
Jesus Christ.
Good.
You give it a look through anyways, and it's good.
Alright.
It's a nice, like soybean and like eggs kind of breakfast.
It's like there better not be any melatonin. I'm driving today.
Elena's just left a note. She has she took the night shift so she can get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm just like grumbling to myself. Should better
Yep.
not. I'm driving today.
As you go out to your car, you kind of settle into the seat, and you kind of like check in the back. It seems like Elena's also scrubbed out the trunk for you, and has left a receipt for you to pay to her, to pay for the cleaning costs, basically. You know she has things like prestidigitation that makes it much easier. So,
Darling, that one.
however, the cost is 50 gold pieces. She's charging a bitch of a premium.
Jesus Christ.
Greedy fucker, though.
And as you kind of like read it and begin to start the car starts, and you hear a sound from behind you.
Oh, fuck off.
And you look in the back seat, and inside it, and just sitting on it is this like tiny little cat.
What the fuck?
It
He
just looks up to you and just.
literally picks up the cat.
Yep, it is a baby. It is maybe a month old at most.
Okay.
Just-
Audie, just how the fuck did you get in?
I open up the center console and I just place them there and just don't do anything and I just drive off.
By the time you get to the cafe, it's eaten all your jerky.
Of course you have. Right.
It happens in every campaign, guys.
You gave this one to us up front, though.
Yeah,
Look, I don't have a railer or anything that I can use. I gotta have something, no?
fair.
I put him
We
in-
requested the goose.
I put him
You will
in.
get a
Yeah.
goose eventually.
Where the fuck
Can I-
is the goose?
A
And
goose is at least a rare item. You don't start with one.
I feel like the
Okay.
goose has to choose us.
like the goose appears in the back of my car. Fuck! It just starts hacking and
That is the day that Roddy gets fucking murdered.
I just punch the goose in the throat.
I was drinking water.
You're welcome.
Like Roddy sees a goose in the back of his vehicle, closes the door, goes, "Yeah, I've put a lot of work into it. I can always start again. It's not that much money. I mean, come
I put
on."
the cat in the inside pocket of the jacket.
Yep.
Little
It
pocket
fits
cat.
it fits cozily. And as you guys all gather to the bar, by either public transport or walking,
Or driving.
or driving.
Legally. She
Can
drove legally.
Sabriel get a ride from Hellas?
No.
Okay.
They basically go like, nah, you made breakfast, you already got your reward.
All right.
If Sabriel requests a ride, Berkeley will pick him up.
Then he honestly might then.
The motorcycle is really fucking cool. Doesn't even mess up your hair.
He still holds on tight.
And as you guys all arrive, sit down at the cafe. Roddy's there first. Soon after, followed by Saren. I imagine Roddy, you immediately just like order a coffee and just wait for everyone.
A single black coffee and then leave.
One black coffee. Say motherfucker.
I
One
know it's
black
fishing. I
cock.
know it's meta. I don't care. I want to know what are the chances of Saren catching
We'll get
sight
there.
of the kitten or
We'll get
hearing
there.
it.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Saren, as you kind of sit down, you see Roddy. I assume you join him.
Mhm.
About a minute goes by of just like not companionable silence, but just silence.
Mhm.
And just a very small, just a
It's very small, just a what?
Just a very small.
oh, hold on, my mic is blocking out the sound because it's too quiet.
Uh-huh. She looks around.
Roll a perception check.
Is that a cat in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Whoa.
Oh, no.
That's my line.
That's Sabriel's line. Nope.
Kind
She's
of
like looking
up
under the
you see a
table.
you see a tabaxi sitting at another table.
Okay.
Kind of just like give them a glare, and they just like glare at you back.
No, I don't glare at them. I just okay then, and turn around.
Yep, and then you hear it again. Meow.
Look over at the tabaxi.
They just look at you like it's not me.
What are you staring at?
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
That. She's looking all around the room.
He slowly opens up to the inside of his jacket. Just there is a small cat.
So for a second, you're almost on edge as he opens up a cap, like his jacket, like he's about to pull out a weapon, and there's just like a tiny little head poking into the pocket.
And all at once, you see an expression on Zaren's face you've never seen before.
Oh,
Never
hold on.
speak of this. No, we won't speak of this. Found him in the back of my car.
And you see it's like trying to climb out of your pocket.
Oh no.
I take a small piece of bacon from from the food that I ordered, and I just
My son just got.
Bacon isn't going to be very good for it. It needs other. Needs less salt, far less salt. It needs good filling. Oh my! It
Starts
needs
whining for more.
very nutritionally dense foods. Can I? She holds out hands. Can I see it?
take it off my hand.
I like to imagine Sarah's almost blushing at this point, but just like how much the brain is just like going overdrive.
There's like
Sarah,
smoke and sparkles coming out of the ears.
Kind of. Sarah, do you get kind of a mystery feeling like, small things are how we break down on the walls. Good to know. We will look for cats.
Oh no. She tells her own Fane, do not tell any of the others. This was a lost cause. Don't tell any of the others, especially don't tell Mercury.
Yep, at that moment, Mercury and Sabriel, you guys are just pulling up outside. You said you wanted to mention something, Mercury?
Yeah. As they kind of get off the bike, the girl sort of turned to Sabriel, just, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I kind of shut down the other day. Sorry.
And shrugs. Alright.
I don't. I don't. I like to talk. I guess. Much.
I'm not about to force you to or anything.
Yeah, as Sabriel and us and
We're outside.
Yeah,
you are
as they're
very
walking in.
respectful.
Yeah, as they're walking in.
We're
When they're walking-
outside. Piss
We're
off.
outside right now.
Do I
Hold on.
see them?
Let
No,
him
I'm
chill,
not. I'm
please.
not. I'm just.
Guys,
I'm
please.
just.
both of you,
I'm just
please.
saying. I'm just.
John,
Okay. Just want. Sorry.
when they come inside, I'll let you know, okay?
Yeah. I just want.
Okay.
I just want to tell Saren to hide the cat.
When you see them
Right,
coming
see
inside,
them
we'll
going,
come to
yeah.
you guys' door. Yep, just stuff like that, leave it in the roll 20 so I can get to them when we
Yeah.
get there.
Sorry. Yeah.
Hi,
okay.
sorry, just.
So, go ahead, you two.
Well, I mean, much prefer you feel comfortable, and you clearly weren't, so. You didn't do anything against me and requires an apology.
I kind of shut you out. Sorry. Here, and Mercury kind of just gives you a hug.
Smiling, just a pat on the shoulder.
I give good hugs. You should know that.
I've just found out, and I will remember.
Sabriel, remember that.
Sabriel, remember that.
But
Thank you.
seriously, if there's ever a moment, just send me a quick little message. Taps the side of his head.
Okay.
Give you space, give you time, distract other people, whatever you need.
Why are you so nice to me?
You're one to talk.
What do you mean?
Bit of a. It's interesting you question one being nice when you yourself are quite the friendly, amiable, generous person.
Mercury kind of stares at you for a solid second. Just, you can almost see the blue screen.
Are you not? Oh, you're not self-aware of it, are you?
No. I mean, I don't usually get described like that.
There's
Chaotic?
there's like a tilt on his face. Like, you're telling me that group we hung out with the other night have not told you those words before?
Pardon?
The Space Brigade, whatever they're called.
That's a good one.
Space Brigades. Sorry.
Um,
They have. At least Venus has. Well, they have, but
but you've kind of drowned it out.
I'm not really used to other people saying that. They're my family. She genuinely doesn't know how she's processing this right now. Like, she's kind of looking at her fingers for a second.
Several guys, his family can still make observations.
But
Sometimes they can
No.
hit home pretty hard.
I'm not really used to other people saying that to me.
Hmm.
I usually get chaotic, or illegal, or driving too fast. That kind of. Or I can't take that because it belongs to somebody else, even though it belongs in a museum. But anyways, that's besides the point.
I mean, they're not mutually exclusive.
I guess.
There might be simply qualities of you that stick out a bit more on first encounter. But if given a bit more time, other things can come to the surface.
But right now, Ray, you'll be kind of just rounding the corner towards the cafe.
Ray sees him, just gives a glance, and then we'll just go in.
Sabriel gives the wave.
She doesn't really acknowledge.
But now, Roddy, you hushed away the cat into your pocket.
As Ray goes in, it's like I said, just give me a message and I can help out.
I don't think she likes me.
That one is interesting.
It's alright. I'm used to that.
I don't think Ray dislikes you.
And with that, Mercury will walk inside.
So-
as Mercury walks in, Sarah's just like, we have to be doing a lot of convincing. Well, I think they're all worth it. He walks in.
What a sweetheart, honestly. Sabriel's such a fucking sweetheart.
The sweet slut.
Stop!
Stop!
Honey pot.
God.
Jesus.
So as you guys kind of settle down, order breakfast, and sit for a bit, Roddy, you feel like tiny little claws like trying to climb up your collar.
And I'm trying my best to be discreet about hushing it
Roll
down.
a sleight of hand check and/or animal handling check.
Does
And
anybody
or-
notice the shifting of his fabric and shit?
Yeah.
Like
It's a
his
leather
chest?
jacket, so it's not easy to see.
We're
so
gonna
you
see how he does first.
10.
I think most of you have passive perception above 10.
Yeah.
Nope.
So a couple of you do notice, like he's just like consistently shifting like his left breast pocket.
Did you
Or,
tear a muscle yesterday?
did you get stabbed
Yes.
again?
No.
Roll a
What's that
deception
check?
check, Roddy.
Bartending incident.
Yeah, roll
Insight.
deception. Oh,
Can I roll insight?
yeah, all of you can roll insight to that.
Sarah's doing good.
Meets it, beats it. Fuck you.
Meets it beats it when it's only when it's not two player characters.
Damn.
Otherwise it's a tie. But Ray and Sabriel, you narrow your eyes. It's like he was moving just fine. He's just grabbing at his pocket a lot.
You're lying. What's in your pocket?
Is there something in your pocket?
Fine. And he slowly takes the cat out of the pocket.
Oh.
It is tiny.
Tiny.
Oh.
It fits in the palm of his hands.
Maybe
Right.
maybe a touch more than that, but it's small.
Yeah.
There's a high pitch that noise that I can't make that comes out of Sabriel.
This
Uh,
is why
There we go.
I didn't want
It's cobalt
to
noise.
do this.
Mm-hmm.
Could I see it,
Pitch.
buddy?
And he'll shift the cat under the table.
Mercury will come up.
Where is this little one from?
I found him in my car this morning.
This morning.
Yes.
You. mm, Uh. There's a quick like feign over of it. It's like the one with 17 diplomas. It looks and then he just says, Mercury, do you know
Aye.
anything about animals?
I do.
I do study biology, but I think Siren might be a bit better.
Oh, right, Saren.
Not necessarily pets, but animals in general, and a few cats among them.
Can you just check for I guess would you have the expertise for any? I guess a checkup on it.
We could take it to the vet.
I think that would be in order.
I mean, I probably could, but I'm better with horses.
Okay, he's so small. Mercury just kind of bumps her head against the cat's head and is just staring down at it.
It like bites down your nose and just kind of like holds its teeth there because it's not trying to hurt you. Just like
You're so tiny. Oh. What color is the cat?
its fur isn't totally grown in. It's just like a charcoal gray.
Oh, you look like a little meteor.
Oh no.
A little smoky.
A little smoky. That's perfect.
Can
By the way,
Sarah
roll-
discern
I
anything
was gonna say-
about?
You named it.
Roll either a medicine or an animal handling check, but also give me performance for like not scrunching your face at it.
Animal handling is only a 7, because I rolled poorly. Performance is a 9, because I rolled better.
Most of you guys catch Saren every once in a while, just making like a face of like that. Hold on, you can hear the noise. Just like a groan of just like it's so fucking cute, like on her face, not out loud.
Oh.
So Sarah looked over. Was like, Sarah, are you doing okay? Did you eat something bad last night?
I'm fine.
You're
Oh, I know
looking
what
a bit
that is.
tense.
I'm fine.
Here. Mercury will just kind of hand over the cat. You hold.
It's at that one with the face kind of just breaks and just like the.
Yep. Just immediate instinct hands up to cradle, and it's all over.
Is it a boy or a girl?
1 sec. Tip the cat up.
That seems to be a boy.
Male.
So, oh, can we call him Smokey? Please, Sabriel, that was such a great name. Can we keep him?
I'm not planning on kicking him out.
Come on,
oh,
Roddy!
God, food.
Do what you want with it. It's just
Um,
found him in the car.
on further thought, I don't know if I can keep a cat in my motel room.
I don't have a spot for it either. For the record.
I mean,
Screw it, I'll
He-
sneak him in if I have to.
he could always change spots too. He could stay with Saren, and when Saren don't have a place to stay, he could stay with Roddy, and if Roddy's got too busy, he could stay with me or Ray. And if Sabriel finally has a place, he could stay with Sabriel.
Looks over. Finally,
You said you don't have a place.
it's never mind then.
Insight.
Go for it.
Fuck.
Roll as you desire, Sabriel.
Fuck.
What? Why advantage there?
I assume for Philander.
Again,
Ducking away from things.
there's 3 specific situations for that.
Okay.
It's
Never mind.
seducing, distracting, and what's the last
first-
one?
First roll, regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But he's consistently tough to read. It might be the makeup.
They're just gonna like raise her eyebrow, just drop them.
Drop a what?
Just like eyebrows go up and then just immediately go down.
Zabriel catches the glance, and just does eyebrows up, down, up, down.
Gross. Ray faints over gross.
you can talk to my landlord if you like. There might be places open.
I'm not looking for the moment, but
Okay.
So right now, all 5 of your phones go off at the same time.
Oh.
Phone check.
I wonder what that could be.
Is it the one from Glimmer Scale or our personal phone?
Limber scale phones, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yep.
Basically, it's just an address. The reward basically is all the information you can get will be useful. Anyone who you can convince to testify is 50 gold pieces. And if you can find concrete evidence of abuse or evidence disproving it, that'd be additional 100 gold pieces.
He's gonna just text back, what kind of abuse specifically?
We're not really sure. Seems non-physical at least.
That's harder to prove.
Several,
We're having such troubles with it.
several looks at the group. Well, we have a few easy avenues, let's say. First of all, a place like that has got to have some sort of security setup.
I
And that-
think
Now imagine that's easily exploitable by a certain member of the group. Look over to Ray. You can get to camera feeds.
Oh, yeah. If I can find something to connect to it, or I can try wirelessly if it's updated enough.
No, it's,
If it's not physical, it's not going to be as simple as an image of somebody hitting somebody else.
I
Feed is audio.
Worth a check.
well, it could lead, at the very least.
if it doesn't have audio, I can turn into. You can hide me somewhere. For an hour.
You don't happen to have a small microphone, Bluetooth or otherwise, do you, Ray?
Look, but I'm not entirely sure of my current setup.
Honestly,
Ray
you probably have one. Yeah, you
Yeah,
probably
Ray-
have one just on hand.
something. Yeah, Ray like takes out a little device. This could work. It's like a lapel. It's like a lapel mic.
Looks at it. Would it fit on a collar of an animal?
Yeah, probably.
Probably if the animal's thick enough fur, it probably would hide it completely. The device, on the other hand, for listening itself, that may be a little bit more difficult to hide on an animal.
Hmm.
Unless the animal's big enough, but even then we're in a shop, and I don't think they'd allow animals that are big, let alone animals in general.
Could we get-
Service animals.
I was gonna say, could we get away with a little jacket that says service on it?
They're a thing. It's also not unusual for them to be large due to beastmasters, just people who train big animals that can't leave their side.
My service mongoose.
Yeah, like it's not
I-
unusual to have like giant like tarantulas sometimes as service animals.
I
Service Caviar.
hesitated as a player.
Yeah, just letting you know.
I just hesitated, just like, oh, I don't want to do that, but I'm like, oh yeah, this is make believe.
This is my service rock.
Yeah, it doesn't
I-
even have to be service.
Call them elemental,
It can
Devin.
be. It can be like, you guys were thinking that I was sort of a proper ranger sort of person. I could just walk in with a small wolf dog at my side.
And a desire for a fancy new bow.
That could work.
Yeah. I need to see what they have on stock for magical arrows for hunting in the wilds. I know enough about bushcraft and so forth to talk around it, even if I'm not a great liar necessarily.
And I am your good friend who knows a bit about magic items, is making sure you're getting a good deal.
And I'm a random patron who just doesn't talk.
Or you're the internet service provider.
Sure.
By the way, Ray, I assume you've researched this place.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Give me a intelligence check.
Okay.
You'd be
21.
surprised with how much
Very
you can get
nice.
away with a clipboard.
Basically. So the details of the shop. First of all, it's called the Chartreuse Charlatan. It's actually a pseudo alchemy shop. It specializes in alchemy and potions and poisons, but it sells magic in a variety. It also secondary acts as a magical eatery. They serve magical dishes with whatever ingredients they manage to find on hand, and basically have a meal of the day that gets served, and it has magical properties.
Magic item IKEA.
She'll relay the
Oh my gosh.
info.
Conrad, did Sapril get any information?
Shit, who did you check for? I thought I got everyone.
With Zeng.
Sorry, just reminding myself of the question.
Basically just asking for information if Zeng knew anything about the business.
Nothing more than I would have told Ray.
Alright.
Go relay all that to the rest of the party.
Yes, I knew this all already. No.
You knew some of it. You heard of the eatery part. You didn't know it was like an alchemist shop to focus on.
Square footage, Conrad. How big?
Please hold.
Okay.
Please hold as he checks the map.
Yep. It's kind of got 3 separate buildings. One is a separate place to eat. Sorry, a separate place to cook, because they deal with a lot of sometimes dangerous ingredients.
Yep.
Sorry, do math. That building is just below probably 400 square feet. Secondary building as well seems to be some kind of workshop, similar size, and the main building itself, where you eat, where you order stuff. It's about. That's a difficult number. Good thing I keep my calculator on my desktop somewhere. Where'd my oh shit, where'd my calculator go? Hold on.
Oh. You went from so much confidence to.
I usually have it just for experience, but I don't know where I put it.
You math question.
I will use my phone. Not that I have that. Minus times. Oh god, it's bigger than I thought. Sorry. So the 2 of the buildings are about 4,000 square feet. My apologies. I mixed up the
Okay.
numbers.
That's a lot.
So about 40 by 40, basically. Sorry, 20 by 20 in terms of multiplying.
20
I think I'm doing math right.
2400.
Hold
That's
on.
400.
Measure it again.
Isn't 20 times 2400? Or am I just
No,
dumb?
no, you're right. I think the bigger building. I was surprised at how big it was. 60 by 60 is close to what it was.
Okay. And just remind me again.
Yeah, 60 is 3,600.
Okay, cool. And just remind me again, managerial abuse, or is this something else?
Yeah, managerial.
We're just gonna be like, ugh, it's 3 different buildings as well. So I don't want to split up. I don't think it'd be ideal. I don't think it'd be effective.
I mean, we can get to at least 2, I would think. When doing the magic item shopping and then while there heading over to the eatery.
So again, the shop part where the customers go is all one big store. There's a kitchen. Sorry, I misspoke earlier. It's a kitchen that's separate and a seemingly workshop or something. People don't know what's in there.
Okay, so the kitchen brings to the customer
Exactly.
area.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kept separate because sometimes they cook with dangerous ingredients.
Okay.
Here's the fun part. The people going into the main shop probably aren't going to see a lot. If it was out in the open, they wouldn't need this investigation.
It would probably be
You're-
in the back room.
Yeah, you're likelier to find stuff in the back. That being said, if you can, just kind of gestures to Sabriel, if you can talk some employees around very quietly with whatever weird pseudo-magic things you do, and just see if they can open up about it, become a witness, that would help. I don't know how that works. So I'll just kind of
One option
peruse
I
the
am-
shelves and listen in to things.
One option I am considering is maybe getting to know some of the employees, meeting them outside of work, and not necessarily grilling them about it, but doing my best to get information.
That could
I
work. Find out
could
where
have-
they like to go after work, if there's any particular place nearby where most of them go off shift, or if they
Oh,
do
I'd
it
be
all.
doing that even if we didn't have work here.
Of course you would. Why do I
Uh,
ask?
I could help with that.
Yeah.
The talking to people, I mean, but if I'm a dog, I
Yeah.
kind of can't.
You know what? Let's just ditch the whole wolf dog thing.
We'll put it on the back burner.
Okay.
Because then that's 2 friendly people talking, and I'm just kind of, I don't know, there for backup and listening maybe if somebody's stalking near the back while I'm shopping or whatever, pretending to shop.
Do they do repairs or checkups or anything?
They identify potions, but again, their major source of income is the food and the kind of potion making and stuff like that.
Okay.
Physical magic items, it's more so that they've pawned to get their hands on, and they just buy and sell as it comes in.
Okay. Do they identify?
They don't have potions, and they probably have identify on like magic items, just it's useful.
Right. Well, I mean, Ray, if you wanted an extra in that blade.
Oh, sure, I could promptly get it outside.
Yep.
Wouldn't be long, but I'd have probably 10 to 20 minutes of attempting to speak to them, attempting to hear anything going on.
Enough for a reason for you to be in there, and I can distract in the intermedium to hold you up, and I'm sure they'll be very apologetic that yours would take so long, but
Here's the
might
thing.
be enough for you to plug something in.
That's fair. Get a bit of advice going in. Get a bug.
Would it be easier for you, Ray, to be in there as a customer or to be in as somebody pretending to come in to check up their systems?
I'm not really good at pretending.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, are they hiring?
Well, someone could go in and ask.
I could always do a job. Tend or Sabriel could.
I mean, additionally, if they need a bodyguard, we have a tall, strapping lad in our midst.
They do.
Oh yeah, Venus likes your scar, by the way.
I get that a lot.
It's cool. Makes you look badass.
Yes. But someone swung a knife at me and it hit me in the mouth for it, so take it or leave it.
Silver linings.
Can I
You didn't
insight
die.
check that?
For it.
Yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
Impressive.
Okay. Can you, someone maybe look the business up on the phone, see if there's any.
That was where Ray got most of her information.
All right.
Any job
Uh,
postings?
Looking through it seems like there was one a couple months ago, but it's been taken now.
None recently. They're probably all filled up. You can go in inquiring. They may have had a sudden quitting. If there is abuse, the change of staff could probably be a little easier unless you're being manipulated to stay.
If there's a job posting, could you find out who took it?
Probably not. It's usually the company that puts it up and just takes it down. They don't really announce who got the job. Unless they have social media and they really like announcing who their employees are.
You can give a search if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do so. You find it easily on there. Looking through it. Excuse me. Since the. Oh, excuse me again. The job offer was taken down. It seems like there's not very many people who work here. There's hold on. Maybe 4 people total who work in this massive store.
Is anyone new from the last couple months that have been showing up on the social media?
Seems like it, yeah. It seems like there is a. Hold on, just pulling up an image so I remember what race it is. Yeah, seems like a young woman. Maybe half elf, most likely human. Freckles looks really young. Maybe 19, 20.
Okay, we're just gonna just point her out. Just that could be our in. She seems new and seems like she doesn't either trust anyone there or trust everyone there way too much, and can maybe give us some information. No one else from the inside has really come out to say anything. Then there's not really much to say.
Good
Know
idea.
the players properly?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the person who you find who looks relatively new.
She's cute.
Or if you can, of course, get flirting with her and ask about her work life. See if she truly enjoys working there.
That sounds something I can do.
See if they possibly need a
We know.
bodyguard. That sort of thing.
Although, again, maybe we should not all be coming in for job postings. So,
Oh, no. Yeah.
No.
Stagger, walking in maybe 2 at a time, but we should all be staying close together.
all right.
Honestly,
So,
we have a week to do this. We don't even have to all be in there today.
right. But for the ones who will be going in, I, Saren, and Mercury, with Saren looking for a new bow, perhaps?
I'd say more shopping around for prices on certain potions.
Sounds good.
That works.
That way we're not obliged to buy anything.
And then Ray might be coming in and seeing if there can be an identification done with the sword.
This should be the last part of the transaction. If not, I could look for any poisons that work on anything that is most effective.
And then Roddy can come in wondering if there perhaps needs to be some physical security for a place with such high-value merchandise.
Yeah.
Right.
And maybe do a bit of window shopping. Who knows?
Okay, let's go ahead and do this.
So I guess for the here and now then, where are we putting the kitten?
I was just wondering that.
I could ask one of my friends to take care of him for a little bit. If you give instructions, Saren, I can make sure he's taken care of.
Okay. Kitten this small. Yeah, I'll write something down.
Hi, which one of our friends was
Sorry, second.
Jupiter? Jupiter's.
You're cutting it really hard. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Who do you think wouldn't be working today?
Who wouldn't be? Tune maybe. But she's probably far away.
Yeah.
Who's the closest in proximity that we can just sort of, hey, we need you to take care of this. Bye.
You could
Honest-
probably plop them into the lap of not Pluto. Hold on. Sorry.
Actually, I don't think he'd mind in the archives.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking of Pluto. I was trying to think of damn it.
Venus?
Not Venus, not Mars, not Jupiter.
Uranus.
Thank you, Uranus. Fucking shit, Sky. It took me a while to get used to this. Yeah, he's probably taking a slow day today, probably staying inside like he usually does. You could drop it that way. He likes animals. He's skittish, but he likes animals.
He's quirky. Alright,
Yeah.
if I stop by
You
my
said like
place...
unusual.
Huh?
You said like unusual for anyone you guys know.
If we stop just by mine, I can hand him to Uranus. He'll take...
Okay. Then let's go ahead and do that and get over there.
So it's assumingly taken care of. Uranus takes it. He makes sure that he gets instructions from Saren. He seems to be very intent to follow to a T. Saren. Seems like he's used to this kind of stuff. And you guys make your way to the Chartreuse Charlatan. So who's going where? There, I'll bring you onto the map. Main building is the largest one.
Alright, are we... where's the front door?
Right there.
Okay.
So it'd be kind of like arriving here.
Yep. And
Kinda
just
like
looking through they have a lot of windows, so I'll just reveal the opening area.
Okay.
Go.
That's the eatery.
Looking. Yep, the eatery is right here. Looking through the window, Saren, you see what you see.
Yep.
For reference, as you guys are looking through the window, there's a large dragonborn in that central area. He's carrying basically a bunch of plates and dishes, resting on the back of like a cloud-style sword.
Oh my
And
God.
you watch as he puts the dishes down on someone's table and then slices it with this fucking hunk of metal. Behind the counter, you do see the young employee that you saw earlier. There's a number of patrons inside right now. I didn't bother putting them all on the map because it's too many tokens. Not gonna pull an Eric. And as well, there seems to be a young man at the counter with like a knee-height little weird gray thing.
Do I recognize the gray thing?
Not.
Okay.
Roll
nature check.
just a animal handling check to see if you recognize it by your own studying, but you've never seen it before.
Technically, that's a nature check for intelligence. She's
Okay,
not
good nature
proficient. Honestly, it's the same modifier, but for, I guess, reference. No. Oh
Jesus.
my god.
Man, Saren, you're not rolling well today.
There's a curse.
Ooh.
Transferred.
Anyhow. Yeah.
Saren, Mark, shall we go in first?
She stopped
Uh.
short.
Okay.
You're alright.
Change
Really
of
push the doors,
plans.
Why?
You go without me.
Why?
Insight check.
Who?
You don't need to instant much to know she's freaked the fuck out.
What's wrong? Who do you see?
Okay, cool.
Sabriel will give a glance inside, like through the windows.
Yeah, you
Mercury
see
kind of.
You see everyone you see. There's a lot of patrons. I put the relevant ones on the map, basically.
The big
That
tough
blondie sorta
muscle
looks
man
like-
with the.
So
Mercury is gonna kind of step in front of Saren, just block her view from the windows, so that people can't see.
Just, she's breathing a little heavily.
Saren, look at me. Yeah,
I
it's okay. Who'd you see?
need to see if it's someone who I think it is.
All right, look over my shoulder. Okay.
You do so, and at the same time, you see the man kind of turn around and start to walk out the door, and he locks eyes with you, Saren. Keeps walking towards the door, no change of pace.
If I draw my sword, will you back me up?
Whatever you do, I'll fight beside you.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Breathe. It's okay. Whatever happens, you've got us. And she kind of feigns and if anything else, you got me. I'm at your side.
And as you kind of activate your feign and the door opens, locks eyes. If you'd like to describe the rest of me, Aru.
Uh-oh.
I actually did not talk about height or anything with you, but I imagine him taller than Saren. Looks young, mid-20s, lower 20s perhaps, with slightly androgynous features and very long, pale blonde hair.
Oh.
Long what,
Oh.
sorry?
Pale
There's
blonde
two of
hair
them.
and kind of golden brown eyes.
Immediately.
You guys also
Sorry.
notice he has this like shield on his left arm, and it's really fucking weird. It's all in grayscale and has this like twisting pattern on the front, but it looks like whatever color was on his arm has also completely drained where the shield touches, and a little bit spread out.
I thought you were
Um,
going to say lantern shield. I was going to kill you.
No. As well as a spear kind of resting across his back. As he walks out the door, he walks out at Saren and just nods, blank face, and begins to walk away.
The
The hell, Samson!
Kind of looks over your shoulder like, "Oh, Saren."
What the hell?
You could have to be more specific than that.
More spec-
And you see the
You
little
can't
creature
just
kind of like
walk
start
past.
to like. As you start to yell, the little creature starts to like round, and you hear this like not growl, but it's like a high-pitched whine about to turn to a like at the edge of a scream, rumbling in the back of its throat as it like just curls around and looks at you as you yell at him.
Mercury immediately steps in front of Saren to block its path.
Saren immediately steps around. You can't just
Says,
walk past. Given what. You can't just pretend like what happened didn't.
"Roll me an insight check with advantage."
Yep. 18.
You're used to Sam being very expressive on his face. It's been blank this whole time. Every once in a while, there's like a small twitch, like he's about to like quirk his lip or his eyebrow. But there's like no expressiveness to his face. He's talking to you. Says, "It's not worth explaining right now." And I have places to be.
Not worth explaining.
No.
Not worth. She lunges forward and tries to grab his collar.
Yeah, make a grapple check.
It's not gonna go well. Mm-hmm.
Well, let me pull up a sheet. Forgot to actually do so.
It's okay.
I love character drama.
I don't know his numbers, but I bet he has to roll really low to fail against that.
Yeah, I mean,
Assuming
anyone
it's
would.
even possible.
Natural one, please.
I would not be surprised.
Oh.
Yep, he kind
Just
of
like a slap fight.
yeah, he kind of like slipped his head just away from your grasp, and as he does so, the thing at his feet immediately just lunges directly at you.
Yep.
And is going to attempt to attack you because in an aggressive motion.
Yep.
That you too. This is happening first. Mercury, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because Mercury's gonna fucking lunge at it then.
That being said, all of you, immediately feel a ping of your Fane going, well, that's not right.
What's wrong?
There's, you are not ready for this.
Is it what I think it is?
Yes. And there's a excited voice and a very disappointed voice that echoes behind Zevriel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go make this attack on you, Saren.
That misses.
Alright.
She
It just
jerks her leg out of the way.
Right.
Uh,
Just checking all of its abilities real quick, sorry.
yeah.
Okay. Mercury, what are you doing?
Pretty much the moment it lunges, Mercury's gonna strike out with a quarterstaff.
Yep, you do, so it just bounces off the shoulder, and you hear Samson just, like, shout a word at it, and it immediately just heals, and sits on its ass. And he looks at you and just, very calmly just says, Saren, this is no place for concentration.
I want answers. I
We'll
want
talk about
answers, and no, I want them now. There is no other time.
He goes to put a hand on your shoulder.
She knocks it away.
Lets it fall and just
How tall is this person?
a little bit taller than Saren.
Saren's
I'm
5'9". He might
So,
be 6 foot.
5'11"? Yeah, 5'11", 6 foot.
I'm gonna tower over him.
It's more so like a stand behind Saren. He kind of looks at you and
Yeah.
doesn't address you. Just says, I understand, Saren. I need to go.
You Why?
Sabriel sends a Fane over to Mercury and says, whatever you do, just let Saren know that we can't do this right now.
Mercury feigns over to Saren. You need to breathe. We'll find him later.
I can't.
If
No!
he's-
I've been tracking him for months! Feign back.
As-
Not out loud.
How about
I mean,
this?
you see him just kind of side to side and say, Saren, you gonna let me go, or am I gonna have to make myself gone?
Sir?
He's basically saying, are you going to let me leave, or do I have to make myself
No.
leave?
Mercury said, oh, sir. Like, calling him
Oh, okay,
his
sorry.
attention.
Turns to you and says, pardon me, I'm speaking to Saren right now.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh,
And
you're
And he like, puts his hand up with the shield and just says, please, I know you're probably a friend. This is personal.
There's another Fane around everyone. Guys, please, back up. We can't do this.
and that's nice and all, but
Everyone except Saren, who,
Yep.
she...
Mm-hmm.
Mercury will repeat the faint message over to Saren as she's talking. That's nice and all. And you can hold your hand up to my face all you feckin' want. But unless you're planning over here to come over and slap that hand over my mouth, it's not gonna get me to stop talking.
Very well,
Sam?
then I'm just going to have to ignore you.
Sam,
Yes, Saren?
tell me right now why. Or I'm going to do something that I am going to regret. But, given what you did, it's going to be very deserved, and I'm going to have to assume it is.
He kind of just sighs. And,
Roddy's
Suddenly-
cracking his knuckles at this point. He's ready to go.
yep, suddenly you are all standing in darkness.
Oh,
Saren immediately screams and just draws the sword and lashes out directly in front of her.
Let me just draw the shape first.
Even if it takes initiative and she's blind, I don't care.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Here we go. Just gotta measure the squares, sorry.
Yep, no problem.
Here we go. You would basically get an opportunity attack, so go ahead and make one a disadvantage.
Okay, 1 second.
Actually, no. Okay, I'll say you can make the attack because you were planning to before you're blind.
Okay.
Because otherwise you would have to see technically to be able to make one.
1 second. There we go. So I just take the one wild disadvantaged swing. That's only an 11 to hit. That's not going to hit much of anything.
You hear it smack off of armor.
Ah, the first one was a nat 20.
Fuck.
damn it.
Does your sword naturally cut through dark spells or no?
Emits bright light. This is sunlight. It is magical, but I don't know if it's magical of a certain level or not. It doesn't say.
Okay. I'll say at the current moment it is not strong enough to pierce through this.
Okay.
And as like just a moment of confusion goes by, the spell immediately fades. And it seems that the two are gone.
Saren is standing there, like 3 steps forward with the sword drawn.
Sap will stand in
beam
front.
light.
Yep.
She twitches for a moment like she's going to swing at you.
Hey,
Saren,
hey.
please believe me in this. There won't, whatever you want out of him, whatever answers you need, you can't do them if you take him on as you are right now.
It's okay.
That man exudes corruption. You
What?
cannot deal with him right now.
No, what?
Saren, you kind of feel your Fane kind of pick up and say, "It's true."
He holds the exact opposite of what we do, and that stuff is like a disease.
Reds. It could corrupt you too. It could corrupt us.
If you want any chance of whatever business you have with him, take the time, get stronger, get better, and in place where we can stop whatever he's up to, because if he has that, he is up to something.
What's it called exactly?
What is it?
There's a, he feigns over to everyone. X.
Translated eventually to Saren. So, Saren, roll me a retroactive perception check.
Okay.
Very nice. That spear over his shoulder, it comes to it's got like a nasty twist to it. It comes to a very fine point.
Is there a detail we talked about with what happened? that I would
Roll
line
intelligence
up with?
check.
I'm trying to remember as a player because I
Okay,
know we talked about some details, but I can't remember exactly what they were.
I'll message it to you.
Okay. Okay. Oh boy, guys.
Hooey.
Hooey.
Yep, that is what I wondered. All right, that's what I thought I remembered being
Yep.
mentioned. So, yep. Just make sure. Yep. Okay.
Fane kind of pick up once more Sabriel and kind of say, we don't detect a great strength from him yet, but Feanoric's growth is exponential. We don't know what he's capable. We just know that when Fane and Nyx clash, Fane tend to lose. That's why we cluster. For safety.
Please believe me.
So what exactly are we dealing with?
Something that evil?
It's
Alright. Two employees kind of burst out of the front door like, the hell's going on out here?
sorry, nothing personal altercation. We won't.
We will leave it there for tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yep, gonna go ahead and end the recording at that. And
Yep.
till next time.
bye.